Alrighty, guys, we're here with Riff, Gabo, myself. Ben is on the switcher over here, and
where's Chris and Ricky? Chris is in Vegas.
Chris is he's on the Antique Roadshow,
quite literally with the Camel Crew.
And Ricky's being a dad. He's doing his thing with.
He's full dadding it.
He's full
tonight.
dadding.
Good for Ricky.
He's playing Indiana Jones.
Oh, no. I will say this is like the first time too that we've started the podcast on like full stomachs.
That is true.
We switched the hours. You guys won't know the difference to where we just ate. And now we're doing the podcast.
And I think this is Gabo's first time in this podcast doing it with us.
Yeah, how you feeling? How do you like it?
I love it. It feels awesome. But it's weird because Chris and who's the other? Oh, and Ricky's not here. So.
Yeah, the other brownie.
I literally was thinking the same thing.
The other
brown guy. Anyway, I mean, like, we kind of wanted you on because we missed you, man, of course. Like, we've definitely been trying to get you back on, like, out every weekend with us.
Nah, he's kicked out of the squad, bro.
Yeah. Come on, don't like to the beautiful
We'll save that conversation for later.
Don't like to the beautiful people out there. Come on.
But also, you had, like, a big announcement. And
what?
Your NES set.
Oh.
Help us here, Gabo.
Yeah. Lean into it a little bit, huh?
Lean back.
No.
He is completely lost. So, Gabo.
I'm joking. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's go.
You finished the NES set.
Yes.
I want all the feelings, all the emotions. Your final game. What? The last game. Wait, don't tell me. I think I remember the last game you needed.
I show it to you.
I can't remember. I feel dumb. Whatever.
Well, you are
What
already.
was it? What was it?
You really want me to say it?
Yeah, what was the last game?
Mary's missing.
I knew that.
You don't think that's the perfect?
I know.
I just bought that shirt, too, for it. Dang.
You don't think that's the perfect last game?
Yes, because Mario was missing and you got
Yeah.
him. Okay, so you've been going through this journey, for anyone who doesn't know, of buying every NES game. I'm on the same journey right now. Every single Nintendo game.
Well, not every single one.
Okay, you're doing NTSC.
Yes, but I don't know. Probably you will say is I cheat because there's one.
You what?
You what now, Gabo?
I cheat.
Oh, we don't curse on this show.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo, we have a segment later for that, but
Cut that.
No, it's all good.
no.
Cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because there's one that I didn't buy the original one, I just did some repro.
And what was that?
Stadium events.
Yeah.
So that's a repro.
Yeah, that's a repro.
I mean, realistically, that's not like anybody should fault you on that. I mean, let's be real. It's about now it's like a
30,000.
$30,000.
I will say most people that do NES sets now don't even consider that. Like, even
Yes.
though it is, they're just like, that's a waste of
I
money.
heard that, and also I heard people saying, like, if you don't have it, you don't complete it, you're cheating.
Okay, so let's talk about, like, when you first started it to now. How did you feel when you first started out, and how overwhelming would that have been on? Like,
When I first started, he got way better memory than me. So I remember the first person that I asked, it was you.
Yeah.
You remember what you say?
I don't. Go for it. Like,
You
should-
say like, oh, you screw, bro.
oh, with money.
Yeah, in the journey, because it's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
I was...
Well, because I said it because it's a bittersweet thing when you get attached to collecting something, right? Like, Curtis is wearing a gargoyle shirt. If all of a sudden you were like, dude, I'm just really feeling gargoyles, I'm going to collect everything gargoyles I can. It's awesome, and it is, but then it also is brutally difficult on the wallet because you just learn more and more things you need.
I know. I was super scared, man. It was scary. And to be honest, after a couple of months, I was thinking, like, should I do this or not? But then I decided, whatever.
So the beginning,
I did it.
The beginning's exciting.
Yes.
You get down
and
to...
scary.
Oh, I know. It seems daunting. You're like, how am I going to get...
how many years ago did you start it?
2 years. Yeah.
Dang.
It took me 2 years.
Okay. I think I'll probably be like, if I have to be realistic, probably a year, maybe a little less. Is probably on the path I'm on. But with that said, when you got down to like the last one, Mario's missing, was it super exciting? And then I want to know the feeling of when you got it. Do you feel like it's almost like when a good movie ends and there's no more Walking Dead, and they announce it's over, nothing more Walking Dead, the journey is done.
I got the perfect example.
Okay,
when I bought the last one, it was a couple. So after that day, the perfect example, it was last weekend in the SWAT meet. Like, before that, I saw you guys still buying for NES, and I was over there like, well, I guess I'm gonna get wax, like
Gonna get wax. Yeah.
and trash bags.
Yeah, buy more
And
trash
that's
bags.
it.
Yep.
It feels bittersweet.
Got it.
Like sweet because yes, I did it. It was, a lot of emotions. Like I feel proud of myself. I feel like, well, I'm stupid. What are you gonna do with all these games now? And the other part is like sad. Like, what are you gonna do now?
I know you're collecting other sets as well. Like you're in Super Nintendo. You're debating some after that.
Yeah.
Is NES as good as it gets for collecting? Like, do you think that's like your favorite one that you'll ever have collected for? Okay.
No. I told you when we was eating, I think it's gonna be Super NES.
Your favorite?
Yes, I think it's gonna, because I got like more attachment, more memories with the Super NES than the NES.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, for me, no, I know personally on my level of going for sets, I am doing the Nintendo set and all the Color Dreams and all the Pan Asian and all that. But for me, I feel like Nintendo will be my peak.
Why?
Not like because I won't be able to do the other sets, but I feel like my attachment to what the NES is, even though I think the Super Nintendo is the greatest console of all time, the NES I just have such an attachment to.
Okay.
And it's just like, it's one of those things that it's emotional and you don't even know where it comes from. A good example would be last night. Literally, we're having kind of a hard night. My kids were going crazy. They got in trouble for some stuff, and it was just a long day. I don't drink alcohol, anything like that. But my way, after my wife and I talked, where she was like, "You need to just like, you already worked out. You need to go relax and do what makes you happy." And without thinking, I turned on Kung Fu Heroes on the Nintendo, and it was just what I wanted. It was just without thinking. I'm like, it just takes you to a place where you forget,
all the outside factors of like what's going on.
Totally.
Yeah. So that feeling I found out a couple of weeks ago, like when I bought a big Super NES game. I will not tell.
Okay. Oh yeah, for the show. Got it.
To be honest, I forgot which one. I know.
I'm not saying I can't remember.
To be honest, I forgot which one. Oh, Wild Guns.
Wild Guns.
There.
Oh, that's
in
yes.
Game On Expo. It was a trade. Before that, I was thinking it was NES. I was thinking like, well, this is the main console. It brings me a lot of memories. But to be honest, I realized Super NES is where I got more memories because I was, I was older when I get my Super NES. So I got more memory,
Yeah.
Out of all the games you bought in your NES journey,
yes.
which one, because I know me, I'm at like around 400 right now. There'll be ones where when I pick it up, I don't realize it at the moment, but when I get home, like it kind of hits me like, ooh, dude, this was like, what was one of the ones that when you picked up, like, not just the feeling of getting a physical game, but of like feeling like the emotion attached to it? What was one of those games?
And when I tested the music.
Yeah, which one?
Graphics,
Which one?
Jaws.
Jaws, really?
And there's a story behind it.
Okay.
Ben knows the story. So, Jaws.
Okay.
You want me to tell the story?
If you want, you're more than welcome to.
That was the... Oh, no, I don't want to cry again.
We need it. We need the tears. Bring the tears.
Cry. Normally, Ricky gets choked up for us.
Well, to make it quick, that was the first game my mom bought
Oh, that's
me.
awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
And that's why that was one of the first games that I got. Actually, I think I bought it from you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually really cool for me then.
Yeah, but then I found the CIB.
Got it.
And I think I told you too that there's two games. The first two games my mom bought me and my brother, it was Jaws and Karate Kid.
Karate Kid. Wow, that's an interesting one.
I never find Karate Kid CIB, but I found Jaws, and definitely that's a keeper for
That's
me.
an interesting one. I feel like most people find Kung Fu over. They like find that's the easier one to find.
And actually, it's a underrated game. I
Karate Kid?
love Jaws.
I like. Oh, I thought you meant the Karate Kid.
And Karate Kid
I like
too.
the swinging thing, and then I like the.
Yeah, but Jaws is really good, man.
I'm not in love with it, but I do like the sound effects on it.
Yeah, and the music is really good. 7
out of 10 for me on the music.
Are there games in the NES set that you know that you're gonna keep and not get rid of?
G.I. Joe, White Label.
You couldn't get that out fast enough.
I know.
Yeah, G.I. Joe, White Label.
Are you keeping Samson?
Yes. Well, I have to be honest. I'm keeping the bangers, the big ones.
Yeah.
But if some emergency happen and I need the money, let's be real, man. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen. I have to sell it.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there. I mean, we've all came to a point where it's like we had to get rid of our collection, and then you recycle, and it kind of reinvigorates what you want for collecting again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely Joe, Joss, Bucky, Rambo.
Oh yeah.
CIB. That's another cool story. There's 25% of the NES whole collection is staying with me.
Good. And then the other 75%. I mean, we can break it now. What are you doing?
We already make a deal.
with the other 75% that you don't have an attachment to?
Well, man, I already start doing what the cool people did to me, helping me. I'm helping Ben. I'm helping you. You know, giving. Trading or selling to you guys.
There's definitely a lot of games I would like to buy off you. Obviously, I want the journey to finding the majority of them in the wild. But I even told Gabo before this, he's like, which bangers do you want? I'm like, only a couple. I'm like, to be honest, I told him I want a lot of the filler games because I don't find as much excitement a lot of finding the fillers out in the wild. I find
and we get priced on like over market. Remember, we were just at the swap and like you find a
Jeopardy
game,
$3 game. She asked 10 for it and she wouldn't budge, and she was like mad at me.
Like Monopoly. No, I mean, look at this way. You stay in the same
circle.
Like, I just want to do what the cool vendors and people did to me. You know, like, I think that's the right thing to do.
I think what you said about being in the same circle is huge because some people might criticize you, about like, oh, well, why'd you even do it anyway? You're selling them to
I don't care.
people in the circle. But like you said, it really is the circle of life because think about it. You collected all these NES games, right?
Yeah.
You're keeping all the ones you want.
Yeah.
You're going to sell them to me, so I get to build my NES collection, which I'll be honest.
And Ben,
I actually do plan on, again, if I ever fall in hard times, but I hope to just keep these forever, my NES games. But with that, I'll be able to give you thousands of dollars for you in order to build your SNES collection.
It's like we did a couple of weeks ago when I saw you my doubles. Mm-hmm. It's like you're helping me, I'm helping you.
Absolutely.
I stay there, man.
Both people are happy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't put into consideration a lot of times.
I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to say, you finish and you're already selling everything. Yes, I'm doing it because I'm collecting Super NES.
Now that you have the SENS whole...
SENS, he did it again.
You do the same thing. I hear it all the time.
SNES.
I do the SNES set, right? Whatever it is, SNES, right? That set. Is there a different approach that you're going to take this time while trying to collect?
Have you learned anything, basically?
Yeah.
What I learned?
Yeah.
I don't think nothing because
No, dude, no.
That's the greatest answer. What did you learn? I don't think nothing.
But I mean, let's be honest. Are you going to go for better condition? Are you going to let them write on the plastic this time around?
Oh well.
Wait, let's explain that to our audience first. For those who don't know, Gabo collecting the NES set, a lot of the games he would have the people sign it like along the journey to kind of document the journey.
Not just cheap ones.
Expensive
like
ones.
Little Samson.
You had him sign Little Samson?
Yeah.
Gabo.
I'm not buying that one off you. I'm just kidding. It's okay.
He signed.
Okay, so here's what Curtis said. Will you do that with the Super Nintendo collection?
Of course.
Oh, no.
Why not? I mean, that's how I am, bro.
I understand. But I mean, like, you know, there's other options. Like, you could...
What other option?
Let's
not having him sign it.
let's have a plastic protector over
Plastic protector.
Well, there's a couple, to be honest, that they sign it in the plastic protector. And then when I get home, I'm like, they're cheating bastards.
Now I got to ask.
Like the Flintstones?
Yeah.
The expensive one?
Yeah, I was there.
You was there. Yeah. You was happy they signed it in the plastic cover, right?
I was like, thank you, Lord, dude.
Yeah, because I want it in the future.
Now, yes, correct. My question, did anybody along the way when you were like on a good game be like, here, sign this, and they accidentally signed on the label? Did anybody do that?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No.
Imagine if somebody did.
If somebody grab a game, throw in there.
Yeah, I bought a game last weekend, and it was a little bit of a riff. I'll be honest.
He was genuinely.
He was mad.
He was genuinely upset. He was like, I don't know why he did that.
Gabo, okay, let me
Let's
explain.
get context. Let's get context.
We're at the swap meet. Gabo comes over. I get a copy of RC Pro-Am. Again, not a banger, but a game I love.
Yeah.
Love. A very big game I love. And Gabo walks over, and I get it. He's being funny. The camera's on. We're always silly. We're always stupid on the show. It's what we do. And Gabo grabs the game.
Do you trust me?
And he's like, do you trust me? And I'm like, no. And he grabs the game and he throws it 20 feet in the air at the swap meet, which, by the way, when it came down, almost hit somebody.
Yeah. That's the only thing that makes me feel bad.
Then it slammed on the floor and started about. And then Dusty goes over there. Dusty doesn't give two craps what anybody says in the comments. That's the best part. And he just steps on the game and starts going like this
Did he
with
really?
his foot. And I'm like,
Oh,
what are you
no.
guys doing right now?
I don't know if you got it on camera, but before I throw it, it fell into
I
the
dropped
floor.
it.
And
That's where it started.
And Dusty stepped on it too.
But
kicking it.
But my dropping it was an accident.
I mean,
And then Gabo picks it up and he goes, "Wait, you have to video this." He throws it.
he was so mad.
I had to walk away because I knew Riff was
I have
actually.
to be honest.
Yes, sir.
I did on purpose to
Have
try to
fun.
piss you off.
Okay. And I will say,
And it's so difficult to piss this guy off.
wait. And I will say, hold on. This.
Oh,
Gabo.
oh,
This
hey.
camera, there we go. He's
Say
gonna
it.
bring me a fresh new. There we go, a fresh new copy.
Fresh
There
new
you
copy.
go.
I don't
See?
think anybody can hear you, but you know.
They can hear me a fresh new copy.
I bring you the Mentos.
He got you a brand new
You don't stand the
car.
joke.
I don't understand the joke.
All right, whatever. It's a brown
Just waiting
joke.
to eat this.
Yeah, I'm looking at the time for you, but I mean, like when you do this SNES set, do you think that like financially you might be like actually take the time to collect the set and not like rush it?
Like, are you going to jump into the Genesis hole during SNES hole?
I'm gonna do 32X in the middle of Super NES.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you're never going to go like straight finish and then
No,
next.
no. You know why?
Why?
Because it's more for the content.
Okay. On
So,
that
on the Super NES.
Got it.
It's like it's gonna get to a point. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get to the point with the Super NES hole that I will have almost all the bangers. So you're gonna watch a video of me getting a couple of $5 games.
That's a good explanation for content.
I'm doing that for the content.
Got it.
So-
And you love the games, obviously make that clear. But
Yeah.
for the
course.
for content wise, I get it. That does make sense. There's not it would be boring content to be like, okay, I got all the sports
Yeah.
games left.
And 32X, I was between Genesis and 32X. So I decided 32X because it's not a lot of games.
Yeah, it's short.
And I don't have a lot of experience with 32X. I think I only played like Star Wars and that's it.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Doom's a good game.
Yeah.
Calibri.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever.
32X.
Yeah.
The most wanted right now for 32X, well, when the time's coming, is going to be Colibri.
Yeah,
Colibri.
Calibri is what I've always called it. But I've never been super into the deep 32X games, but I actually did grow up playing 32X quite a bit. But it was always the same games on rotation.
Yeah.
Who was the person that sold you the last game?
Oh, Ryan from Fire and Ice. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that guy is.
Ryan, I
Salt
love.
of the earth.
He's my bro.
He is
I
great.
love Ryan. He's Ryan, Elliot, Tiny,
And don't forget everybody that gives you discounts on the way.
Chubs.
Chops.
You better be careful when you name names because they
No,
name people out.
You
Well,
gotta start a
it's
huge list, sir.
No, seriously. It's a lot of people.
Yes.
And everybody knows my memory sucks. So
Well, let's just be real. Our community, like when we go to events,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we have a YouTube channel, obviously, so we get known, but like we're homies with every
Yeah,
vendor.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what up?
Yeah,
What up?
they show love, we show
Knuckles
love.
around the way, like high fives. all
No,
the way
even
around.
people that reach me on Instagram and asking what you need, I'm gonna send it to you. Dude, I think that's the best part of that journey, man. Seriously,
free
is the friendship that
100%.
that I got her in the journey.
Yeah.
You think Ryan being the final person kind of put the icing on the cake for that set for you?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I did on purpose that it was him.
Good.
So first, because I didn't find the games in Game on Expo.
Yeah.
So his store, let's be honest, in my humble opinion, best store in California. It's a video game Toys R Us.
Dang.
And I knew.
Get waxed, Elliot.
Dude, he made a big purchase. He made the one-of-one wax museum Mario too.
Yeah, and I knew he was going to have it. And I mean, he has to be Ryan, the last one.
Good.
Ryan or Elliot, because they helped me a lot, dude.
The homies.
Yeah, they're really man.
Especially Ryan. Ryan, if you watch this, love you, bro.
Hey, do you watch this?
Those are definitely some guys that I would love to pick their brain on, like in a future podcast. Just
love
because,
Ryan.
I love business talk.
yeah.
Oh, Ryan.
I know, that's what I mean. I love shop talk.
And they both have different perspectives on like just the way they run their businesses. You know what I mean? Like Ryan always says, I want it modern, and Elliot is always like, I just want like good quality games on the shelf, small margins, quick sells. You know, so
my motto at my store would be I just like money.
Let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
For you all that helped me in the journey, thank you so much.
Yeah. And you've helped me now in the journey because of helping him in the journey.
Say thank you.
Thank you. They know I appreciate it.
And I'm going to push this video out just sooner, just get the announcement out for Gabo and everything like that.
Because he'll be putting a video about it, and you guys got to go watch it on Gabo the Giver on YouTube. Gabo, Gabbo.
And guys, if you guys have SNES games, SoCal Gaming Expo is coming up. I'm going to tell you right now. Let's say it's June 8th and June 9th of 2024.
And by the time they watch this, that is close.
You know what I'm going to do?
Maybe within a week or two.
I get an idea. I'm going to grab an NES game from my collection, and I'm going to hide it in somewhere in the event.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it on Instagram.
First of all, do not put it on your butt crack, dude. No one's reaching back there.
I mean, if it's a good game, I'll reach.
He's like bobbing for apples.
If I need the game, I need the game.
See, that's the problem of being a scumbag reseller like you. You don't have those
Hold up, you can't call me out on a scumbag.
You don't have
Mister, I don't want to call you out, but I will. But I'll tell you right now, did you not sell your set?
Yeah,
then what is it? The difference between
I'm collecting.
What is the difference between a reseller and a scumbag?
I'm not making a living out of that.
I am not making a living. Dude, I am the laziest reseller in the world. I've said this over.
None of us in this room make a living off reselling.
So you don't consider yourself a scumbag?
I don't consider myself a scumbag.
Okay, you're a little scumbag.
I consider myself a reseller, but I'm also a collector.
None of us in this room make a living off reselling. I'll tell you that. That is the small. I have about 7 different jobs that I do. That is the smallest amount of money that comes from that.
I just love when you try to like.
It's only 7 jobs.
Probably more, to be honest.
Dude, you have more.
I know.
Because actually, when you actually think about it, item per wise, over my lifetime, I think you will sell more games than I will ever have sold. And so, does that make you a scumbag?
I don't care.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's in perspective, right?
At least I don't sell stupid papers.
Hey, I'll sell papers.
That's pretty scumbag.
I'm selling history, brother. I'm protecting it.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's right, brother.
All right, brother.
Do you know what it means? What's up, brother?
I think that means being E.T.
So you don't know what it means, which means I give you more respect because I didn't know what it was until Curtis explained it to me. I don't keep up with trends.
Oh, yeah, Sketch. I mean, he's just one of those guys that he just seems like he's like the salt of the earth. He's just very nice. He's a super good guy.
I've never seen him in my life.
And I keep sending him videos. He will not click on the link at all. And I'm like,
sorry, bro.
He just laughs at it.
I don't watch kids stuff is what I always say, but I don't care. I'm sure it's cool.
But I mean, like anything, I feel like if you're a collector, you're going to have to get rid of things when you buy things in bulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you are super rich and have a big space.
But also, you got to think about it. Are you calling out game stores for selling games to you a scumbag?
I said that in Mort's video.
Yeah.
And I think it got uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, I call everybody that sell me again, I call them scumbags.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
No, and
I love everybody.
At least it's equal distribution is what I'm asking.
I love and hate everybody equally.
That's
good.
Perfect. That is perfect.
I mean,
hopefully they can hear you with the mic over there.
They will.
In Mort's recent video,
yeah,
literally Mort was like doing a thing where he's like, okay, explain to Riff why you should get this game. And he's like, oh, I collect and I'm not a reseller. And I'm literally Mort's interviewing him while he's reselling. And I pause and I'm like, so you don't like resellers? And he's like, no. I'm like, you're buying from a reseller right now. Like you're literally buying from a reseller.
I find it because I'm coming to the point where I'm like kind of slowly in my collection phase where I'm like not buying as much because I've almost got everything that I wanted back after I've sold half my collection.
You got a collection?
He does.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It is Small Soldiers, Zelda. It is right
He
now
collects
it's
odd
Dungeons and
stuff.
Dragons. It's all types of stuff. But I go through these cycles, and right now vintage shirts are a thing. I just bought a $400 shirt,
He did.
Zelda, and the only person who's gonna be able to wear it is probably Riff.
Let's go. I know.
Yeah.
I always come up when he buys the rare shirts. He's like, it's a little too small. I was like, I'll borrow it.
But I collect, but it's not in the game sense of like I'm collecting
Nintendo
card
games or
Yeah.
I know how he feels. Remember that Maiden shirt
Yeah.
that I bought in Whatnot?
Yep.
It's still in the closet.
But I
Bring it over, please.
but I like I mean like
For
our-
the right money. Hey, look at this.
my relationship with a lot of connections have started recently. I've never like gone away from that either. But we
Yeah.
all like I'm not doing it full time, but I really don't care who does. I really am all about capitalism. I'm all about people making their money.
Heck yeah.
Because guess what, man? It's like by the end of the day, we're all struggling in some aspect. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we make bad buys.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
I lose money all the time, dude.
Why we have to talk about reselling? Always talking about the same thing.
It's not that. I mean when you try to call out a group of people as a scumbag, I just want to tell you like here's the backlash.
Oh, wait a
from
minute.
it.
So you think I'm serious?
No, I'm just saying this is the
This
thing.
guy doesn't know me, dude.
Here, I guess this is what Curtis is probably coming at. So
You're mad?
no.
No.
When the word scumbag reseller gets thrown around, and we're joking, obviously,
yeah.
we know, but there are the people in the comments who aren't all there who think Gabo's being serious. I actually hate scumbag resellers too. But really,
I
again,
mean-
there are actual scumbag resellers, but the majority of them are not.
At the stage of this game, everybody that know us
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
or knows me, they know I'm joking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
There are the people who
But
don't
you gotta
know.
know, like this is the pushback. Like you gotta
Yeah.
be able to counteract it a little bit. Right?
Oh wait.
But isn't there always a little bit of truth whenever somebody says a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gabo.
Oh.
You calling me a
Was that
scumbag,
Ben?
bro?
Oh.
All right.
bro, you wanna
all
fight right now?
Why?
Bear
Wow.
versus deer?
Let's do it. How? I mean, how can I be mad, or how can somebody be mad with somebody that is giving you a deal or selling you something?
Yeah, I
You
said
always say it. It's like when you go to Walmart, when you go to the gas station, they're reselling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It goes back. Where's the camera?
Which one? Give him that one.
2
Ben.
right now, but give him
That
3.
one.
Give him the tight one. Give him the tight
Give him
one.
the tight one. Yeah.
One. All right, people.
Wait,
out there.
they can't hear
Wait, you
you.
gotta talk in the mic when you do it.
All right, people out there, come on, relax. Sit down, relax, grab a Coke, Diet Coke, or
No,
Diet
not
Pepsi.
diet. Not diet.
Okay.
F tier.
Relax, grab a sneaker. Dude, let it go. Seriously. I don't stop being a snowflake.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh!
There are definitely some people who still get
I
very
just melted
angry.
right now on that snowflake.
I like snowflakes.
I mean,
Snowflake.
why?
Yes.
You know what? Actually, I saw a comment. I love trolls, by the way.
Yeah, it's fun.
So you know the awesome video that you did for the SoCal.
Yes.
I saw. Looks like we got a new hater
Yes.
because
Good. We had him.
he comments.
Tally it up.
Yeah, he did a comment in the Instagram saying the same thing, like what a scumbag, blah, blah, blah. And then he left a comment in my channel.
So when they
in
leave
other
it,
video.
so when they leave it on 2 videos,
yeah,
It means it really got
they
him.
really
need-
love you.
they
Yeah.
really need to find
But
something
you know
better
what?
to do.
You know what I love about that though? Like when you create a video and you're creating an experience for a community, they don't see it like that.
No.
You know what? And other well, this is different, but
Yeah.
I think every YouTuber. I don't consider myself a YouTuber.
You are,
I'm,
though.
I'm just
Yeah.
a part of the group, part
But
of
you
the
are.
squad.
We'll go into that.
We all need those trolls.
Yeah. it's-
100%. We actually called them
We
out.
all
Like
need it. Seriously.
we were literally
So-
reading with more like our hate comments.
Yes,
So it was funny.
keep it coming. I love it.
Yeah.
Help the algorithm.
Yes, pump the algorithm, please. Some of the best performing videos I had before this channels people don't even know existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be like videos of people hating on me for stuff, and the videos, those ones would always get the most
Yeah.
views.
Yeah.
Look at this way. For you being stupid, leaving a stupid comment, you are giving us views and the algorithm, whatever.
Algorithmic algorithm.
But I just want to make it clear, like, Gabo, you know all of us love you unconditionally here. Like
but you're mad because I
am
call you
definitely
a
not mad.
scumbag.
He's scumbag collector.
I just want you to understand, like, there is a counteractive to every like statement. You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Curtis, turn on the white switch.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right, brother.
no.
Don't make me turn the brown
guys,
switch.
anyways, we're all going to be at SoCal June 8th and June 9th. And I'm telling you right now, Gabo is going to be there. Ben's going to be there helping out. Ricky is so busy right now at the moment, like just with vendors and all that.
Even Taffy's going to be there.
My dog Taffy.
Gabo's channel will be linked in the description. And even all the tickets, it'll be like within a week that we're getting there. So
We're getting close.
like
Close. Dude, like
a week or
almost a
two.
month.
Yeah, literally a week or two. We're pushing
It is.
this.
By the time this
Crazy.
video goes out,
Yeah.
It'll be like this.
It's going to be next day.
it'll be like this.
Oh, I'm going to be watching on my way to SoCal.
Yes. Yeah. All
Wait,
right.
SoCal.
All right. So, Gabo, we know
Wow.
you're in the squad.
Uh-oh.
Barely.
So what? No.
Are you sure?
What
Are you sure?
What brought you to the squad?
What brought me?
Yes.
This guy.
So tell the story to the audience. So the show's always been Ricky and I, right? What was your journey though? But the squad is a squad. There's more than just me and Ricky, obviously. At this point.
There's a multiple extensions.
I mean,
to it.
but let's be honest, without you especially, you always have to be in every episode. So Ricky, even it sounds bad, even if Ricky is missing one episode, it's gonna feel like a Pixel Game Squad video
Okay, I know what you're saying.
if you're there.
yeah, remember we attempted to do the Mario statues and how bad that footage came out?
It was a lot of work.
I was there for that one. Yeah, that was rough, guys.
We were trying, but he like, when you don't film and you don't have the creative mindset that Riff has, it is difficult.
Oh, I know.
Well, thank you guys.
When I start doing my channel, still I don't know what I'm doing.
I want to know though your journey, how it started for the audience. You're Gabriel. No one knows who you are on
Gabriel?
YouTube. How did you
Nobody.
get to be on Pixel Game Squad?
Well, we already talked about that, but I started watching. I'm gonna try to make it quick. I discovered you guys, and I fell in love with you guys. Yeah, because I don't know. Out of all the YouTubers that I was watching back then, or still watch, the most that behave and have the same passions as me was you guys. It's you guys. And then you shut down the channel.
Yep.
And I was so sad, dude.
Yes, I'm eating a piece of this before my fast is over. Go ahead.
Because I remember the day before you took it down, you was doing a live somewhere. I think it was on Instagram or somewhere.
Yep.
You was doing a live.
I remember that.
And like always, without shirt and hey, look at me. And we talked for a little bit, and then I was trying to find your videos and disappear. And the other thing is, your videos helped me a lot connecting with my grandma and aunt. So. You know that story, people. If you guys want the full thing, go a little bit bad, like what, like
There's
3
a video
years?
called like "Who is Gabo the Giver" or something on our
like
channel.
3 years. I don't want to say the story because I always get so sad, man. So
You don't
but
have to.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go there, you don't have to.
I already experienced that
But-
last week.
But so
Yeah.
you got on the channel. Long story short, again, there's other videos to explain that.
Well, let me help with that.
Okay.
So then I got the chance to meet you, not Ricky, meet you. Why are you laughing?
I'm just watching him eat like
I'm trying to eat away from the microphone.
I'm not laughing at him. He's literally like he's trying to eat off the mic over here.
So anyways, I meet you in one of the so-called little events, and we talk, and then I start sending messages to the Instagram. I was thinking it was you or Ricky, it was Mikey. And then, God's plan, they sent me to work close to you guys,
We hit it off.
to your office, and that's it, man. The rest is history.
All right, we ready to
What?
go to switch to dark mode?
Let's go. Reality.
Reality mode. So there was a time, or if you noticed on the squad, it was always Ricky and I. And then it kind of went to I'd say NES Complex kind of came in and was like a big part of it with us. So NES Complex was
We
on it
love
with
Complex,
Oh,
by
we
the
still
way.
love, we still
I
talk to him all the
love-
time. He'll be at SoCal, by the way. Still a great friend of ours. He's just too busy to kind of be on the show and do that kind of stuff. He kind of disappeared, just life stuff, no big reason. Gabo came on heavily. Like he came in and was in like every episode.
Yeah.
If you didn't know any better, right, you would think it was always me, you, and Ricky.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't know any better, didn't know the old stuff.
Like the three amigos,
Probably for how long?
like 2 years almost
2 years.
or more.
Okay, maybe more.
Yeah, even Mikey stopped like
Yep.
going to the videos too,
Uh-huh.
being in the videos too.
While my mouth is full. And then all of a sudden, for the audience, Gabo's not there as much. Pops in once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Who's going to dive into this? You're going to dive into it.
No, you start.
I'm eating. You start.
No. Oh, that's why you're doing it.
I got to look at brown fingers. They don't know the story as much.
You can say it.
Why am I gonna
Oh,
say
they
the story?
they don't know the story.
I do know the story, but
Not
I
as
don't.
detailed as you would.
Yeah, it's your guys' experience,
Well-
not mine.
I want you to start. Come
Okay.
on, start.
I'm finishing chewing my food. All right. So, Gabo.
All right.
Yeah, you go.
Before that,
Go ahead.
Before that,
Okay.
this is a good example of not everything on YouTube is peaches and cream, and
Yeah.
and like I will say, every family, every group of friends, there's always drama involved.
There can be.
They can be more than two people
Got
because
it.
I don't think you and Ricky ever have like a big argument or
Never
get
have.
mad with each other.
We never have.
Ricky is probably the most unconflicted person ever. So
He's the real whatever
Ricky,
guy.
I'm here to rob your house. Okay.
Whatever. he's the real whatever guy.
I'm not fighting it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, so long story short, and obviously before the story goes on, like you already know how it ends. Look at us. We're here. We're in the same room. We're homies. That's how. Don't.
You're
did
paying
you
me.
Did you just deny my
he
fist
looked
bump?
at it.
Nah.
Basically, what happened is, Gabo was on the show a lot, and then it got to the point where Gabo was still on the show a lot, but Ricky and I were kind of going back to like branding on the channel. And our buddy who does the designs, Kem is his name. He's like, "Hey, what do you want the new logo to be?" And I was like, I was kind of thinking back, and I was like, "Hey, can you put it?" Because it is, it was Ricky and I's show. Obviously, still is, but Gabo was on there a lot. But I was like, "Yeah, put Ricky and I on like a car." Put us
Yeah.
like in a truck. We kind of wanted to rebrand the channel, which by the way worked out really well, not to be only collecting video games, right? So Pixel Game Squad, we wanted to have the logo, a truck with an American flag, with TVs and shirts,
Full retro.
VHS,
Yeah.
everything. Then because that's us, right? We collect everything.
I can talk now.
Go ahead, jump in. Yeah, you can jump in
I
whenever,
can
bro.
jump. So I will say my biggest mistake was not seeing that way. Right? And
Well, tell them what you saw in your head. What did you think was happening?
In my head, it was from one day to another. Like, dude, we got the squad, including Mikey, including Complex there, and all suddenly everything changed. Like, just from a logo, we was there, and we are not there anymore. So. Yeah. For me, it was kind of shocking.
Because you guys were in the other logo.
Yes.
Yes.
And even in the intros.
Yes.
But I will say this, and this is one thing that I figure out and I understand later, like, not probably, yeah, I took it the wrong way. And it frustrated me, and yeah, I was pissed off.
So what
Seriously.
happened? So what happened with that is Gabo was frustrated. But the biggest problem is, and this is like even for relationships, like
Yeah.
if you don't communicate it with someone
go.
as it's happening, you're going to build.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, and
An advice for everybody out there, with your family, with your friends,
yeah,
with your wife,
yep,
boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Don't keep anything inside you. Communication is the most important thing.
Totally.
And please keep that communication to the person that you have that.
Well, that's where we're going.
Yes.
With, that's where
Yes.
we're going with this. So
Yes.
that would have never caused us to like, not see Gabo as much or be mad at him, him having feelings. What happened is, and we're not going to name this person's name just because we don't want to do that for Gabo's sake, and for the person's sake.
My mom?
Yes, Curtis's mom.
She brought conflict between everybody.
Yeah. Gabo basically took out his frustrations without telling Ricky and I to someone else. And Gabo never told us that. But then all of a sudden, Ricky and I started noticing that other person treating Ricky and I kind of like poorly. And I was like, that's interesting. This person's always been really cool with us. Like, why would this person all of a sudden treat us poorly? And at the same time, Ricky and I were like, wait a sec. That's who Gabo's been like hanging out with all the time. And I was like, oh no, I wonder if Gabo's like talking trash about us or something.
I remember that message.
Oh yeah.
I remember that conversation the next day.
So we'll do it. I actually remember I was when I texted you. I was in Tilly's with my daughter.
Really?
She was in the room trying on a dress. And I remember talking to that other person, and it would like happen a number of times where they were treating me and Ricky differently and poorly. And Ricky and I were like, maybe Gabo's saying, no, that wouldn't happen. And then it was like, I talked to this person one last time, and it was kind of like, what do they call it? Like the last straw, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
You kind of
the last
it kind
straw.
of clicks. All of a sudden, this person treated me so poorly. I was like, okay, Gabo is saying something to this girl. I don't know what even, because at the time I still didn't know why you were mad. So all of a sudden, I reach out to Gabo, and I'm like, hey, dude, like, you need to just be honest with me if you've been talking trash about Ricky and I or saying stuff. And Gabo just like admitted it. He's like, let's talk.
Yeah.
We need to talk. A little bit of pushback, but also like, we need to talk
We
in
need
person.
to talk. It was not trash. It was like, well, how
I
do you
guess
say?
venting your frustrations.
Venting, yeah. And that's what I say was my mistake, instead of, especially since the friendship that and the brotherhood we have.
Priceless.
And I think
Still is.
It is.
too.
Yeah, no, it is. I think it's stronger than ever.
I do too.
And that was my mistake, and I admit it. But I think what you did wrong when you did all those changes, not telling us.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what I think. I think if you are the leader, right, and you got this awesome group, and you are so awesome to share that everything with us, because him,
A ton of people.
Yeah.
a lot of people, and I did say this in my last week when we filmed, all of us, we have to be super grateful with you, because it's because of you I'm sitting here, he's sitting there, and Benny's sitting there, right? So you are the creator of all this, right? So in my point of view, in my humble opinion,
Yeah. From where you're sitting.
yeah, I think you should tell us.
Got it.
Like starting with Complex, then Mikey, and then me, especially me.
Yeah, I think we were closer at that point.
Super. We still.
Yeah, yes, and we'll get to that, obviously.
And I get that's the other part that really pissed me off and frustrated me a lot, because you know how I am.
Yeah.
And you know how passionate I am, and very loyal that I am.
Yep.
So that's what.
What? What did I?
Did Curtis touch you?
No, I just itched my
Anyways,
eyebrow.
Anyway,
Sorry.
no, it smells.
At least you're telling Curtis about it.
Yeah. So that's
Do I
when
smell?
so that's when I get really frustrated, and
Yeah.
I did the stupid thing that I did. I mean, maybe for some people it's not. You have to talk.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to have the communication.
Yeah.
I will say my mistake was not going first and directly with you, instead of going to somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I mean, I everybody learns from mistake.
Oh, of course.
And
Yeah.
I never remember. And I think I screenshot that message because it helps me a lot. What you write, what you reply after we talk. It was a day after that.
What'd I say? I don't even remember.
You say, no matter what happened, remember me and Ricky will love you.
Oh,
You are our brother.
Yep.
And dude, that's
That's good.
Yeah.
And I think that's something
Here.
too, like even in like relationships, like when you're going through something hard with your wife, your spouse, something,
Yeah.
anything, like if you know, that at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know where this is going to lead us at the moment. Cause you don't know, like at the
Yeah.
time we didn't know, is this going to like tear us apart? Hopefully not. But it was like, no matter what, I tell my kids all the time, like, I'm always going to love you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm,
no matter what. Yeah.
you're family to me. Luckily for us, it was just a time thing. And maybe I should have been more communicative too. I admit that, with you guys. So I'll take,
But like I say, now, well, I start understanding like a year ago that I know you was in your life, you was into a transition, right? So that was around the time you start editing to other people.
True. Correct. You're correct. I didn't think about
Let's
that.
put it this way: you're starting to get more money and everything, and everything in your life was changing.
I think that was a weird. I always even say that when I
it was
rebranded
weird
the channel, it was almost
because-
like a rebrand of my life.
Yeah, it was like a restart in your life. And remember, we used to talk every day, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Now we do again,
I try not to on purpose.
not to overkill.
Yeah, and I told you why. No, seriously.
How come?
Because, for example, if I have something to talk with you, I prefer leave it for when I see you face to face,
Oh, got it. Yeah.
right? Because sometimes, and it happens with you a lot, because sometimes you cannot express what you want to express in a message,
For sure.
even in a voice message. So I prefer holding for when I see you.
That's good.
And also, I don't want to be like, I think around that time, dude, we was talking every freaking day. Like,
I think my wife hated my phone at that point.
mine too.
Like, shut that ringer up.
Yeah.
Even on vibrate or sounds. And it was a group chat with me and Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky would just ghost us. He's like, stop talking.
I think that gives like a really good perspective of just like how like relationships work with just anyone in general, like with just how you guys and like how to solve it, right? Like
Yeah.
one of those things I've learned a lot of over time is if someone's treating me like crap, I won't give a crap. Like I'll just be like, all right, move on. I'll wait for them to get over it because I'm one of those people. I was like, you can be mad, you do all this, and I'm just like, I probably won't react. I'll probably just be like, all right, I'll wait for them to calm down.
Yeah. Time. People, I think that's a big thing people miss in this day and age is everything's so quick with technology and social media and everything. So it comes down to people's emotions. They want quick emotions too in their real life. So it's like some people are like, oh, you're upset at me, I'm upset at you, so screw you, I'm out. That's the quick fix, quick move. But a lot of people aren't willing to wait and let it breathe. And,
Yeah, they want instant validation of their feelings.
Instant
and,
fix.
Yeah, and that's one of the hard things I think with a lot because like everyone has different personalities and life experiences that like bring them to where they are on how they react to certain scenarios, right?
So that's why it pissed me off so much. You know my story. So to tell people, when I came here to the States, I cannot afford to have friends, close friends, because I was always traveling.
Yeah,
Moving
always.
from here over there. So when I set up here in California, imagine this, I found friends like me, idiots like me. We have
We're all idiots.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, seriously, and we have the same passions.
Yeah.
And you give me the opportunity, you open the doors to be on camera, and something that I eternally grateful. And we talk about this like a couple of months ago, dude. Because of you, I get to know people that I love in YouTube. Like
I remember you telling me those things in the early days. You're like, I'm not trying to get anything. But you're like, if for some reason I ever meet like Metal Jesus, that'd be great. Oh my. And what did I tell you?
Yeah.
I was like, it'll happen.
Yeah,
These are my friends.
And I'm just like this. I don't really know what's going on.
Curtis is like, who's Metal Jesus? What happened? But no, I mean, I think it's just a testament to like, our friendship and relationship was real. And obviously
It's
is real. But because we won't let and allow things like that to tear people apart. People nowadays are letting politics and religion tear each other. Friendships get ruined over I vote red or I vote blue. Like, what a stupid way to, if you have a real friendship with somebody, it's okay to be different. I have friends with all different backgrounds of things that I do not believe. Actually, things that I think are horribly wrong that I'm super close with.
How different we are. so
Yeah.
like. Look at me, I'm barely speak English.
What?
and you're my translator.
He barely speaks
Yeah, but I
English.
think that like we've all had these conversations that like we wouldn't really expose.
We all saw that, Ben. Sorry.
Why'd it go up?
Ben's back there and raised his desk on accident.
Good old disaster,
He
Ben.
saw it. Whoa!
Whoa, good old disaster,
Sorry, Ben. Go ahead, Curtis.
But anyway, that was so funny. I feel like we've all had those conversations that really bring us closer
Yep.
as group. Like we've all had it like just a one-on-one or even like a group where we just kind of like connect. And then like if we know that is affecting us, we as a group are there for that person. We are literally like
Oh, yeah.
open arms, all love.
Yep.
And regardless of like what turmoil somebody's in, that's comforting.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. You sometimes still piss me off.
Same with you.
Yeah,
But-
like last week.
But the love is there. You know,
But the love is there.
It's always gonna be. I think if we don't get pissed off with each other, it's not a
Then
relationship.
you're not with your real
It's not-
expressions. You know?
Yeah. What?
My phone just went. Bzz.
But I'm gonna ask you something. After it's been what, like 2 years now.
That was probably 2 years ago.
So-
maybe longer. I don't know.
How long it took to heal? I would say like 1 year. But then you know why?
We
Because
started talking obviously right away after.
We keep talking, but
You could tell.
to make things worse, I start traveling a lot.
True. So I was like, Gabo, come on. Like, I thought we were trying to rebuild
I start
here.
traveling, and then whatnot. I cannot do the whatnot anymore. Believe it or not, whatnot. How you call that? Like make us.
Tighter?
Yeah, in some ways.
Because we always did it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we start, but then I start traveling, and it was like.
And I think that didn't help public perception too.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey, dude, you're welcome back on like the channel. Like it was, whatever, a few months
I
later.
know it.
Yeah, we're like, I know, we fed
We
into
used
it.
to joke about it.
We're like, hey, it's kind of funny. People think like we really hate Gabo now. Like, but honestly, Gabo travels so much to the point where I honestly feel bad for you. I'll be honest with you. You travel
Yeah,
so
you told me.
much that
Not anymore, thanks God.
I know. Thank you, Lord. Because I was like, I don't know how you're surviving. But
Yeah.
it was during that time when it happened. So the audience is like, Gabo's really gone now.
Yep.
So I think it just fed into the public idea of that
Yeah.
we kicked Gabo out.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Quote,
He was
yeah.
never
So-
kicked out, even when everything was crazy.
I mean, when that happened and when we have that conversation, remember what I told you. If you guys doesn't want me to be in the squad anymore, I will understand.
Yeah. And what do we say?
Then you guys say what you told me.
Yeah.
So I'm
Hey,
grateful.
hey, Gabo, let's see that tattoo, bro.
Yeah. Gabo's got a PGS tattoo, bro.
That's a real one.
That's a real one right
Where's
there.
yours, Curtis and Ben?
I have 0 tattoos.
I thought you guys were my friend.
Me also. No
Snowflake.
tattoos.
Yeah, I have 0 tattoos.
There's no excuse.
So what's going on?
My phone is like
I love
Curtis
how like he's like catching that little nuance. Like me scratching my eyebrow will just stop completely.
ADD.
So my question to you is, you think that our friendship or love or brotherhood is stronger now
Absolutely.
because that happened?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, because you
I
realize
think too.
that we're not perfect as people, right? You make mistakes. I could have done things differently to avoid it. You could have reacted certain ways, different ways to
Yeah.
avoid it. That's just how it works. And same with marriage. My wife and I have gone almost together, almost married 18 years, probably together 22. I mean, we've gone through hell
But
and
I
back
learned
40
from
times.
it. I learned from it. Like now I don't. If I feel something, I'm telling you right
Hey, you
away.
tell me, hey, you idiot, blah, blah, blah. Thank you.
So there was like one thing I wanted to talk about on like this subject was like
What?
so I know you were saved. How did
During
that
that
happen?
time?
During that time.
He was during that time or before?
No, from the show. When we met you,
Oh yeah.
you weren't
You're
saved.
talking about God?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not metal Jesus. When we met
No,
you,
God,
we met
yeah.
you weren't saved.
Yeah.
I know Ricky and I never pressured you. We always just decided to love you.
No, you guys never.
I feel like we've always talked around it, but we've always
You
wanted to
guys-
hear your experience.
You guys, I think the jokes that you guys never laugh about it was when I was joking about demons and all that.
Yeah, Gabo would make jokes all the time. We're like we're laughing, and then Gabo would be like, yeah, and I'll end up in hell. And I'm like,
Yeah,
it's not funny, dude. I don't want my friend to end up in hell, bro.
Oh, I remember saying, don't worry, I already have a VIP.
Yeah, VIP spot to hell.
To hell.
And I was
Yeah.
like, Gabo,
With
as your,
Satan and all
as your
that.
friend, that is, I do
Yeah.
not want you to end up there.
But yeah, man, I will say 95% of my attraction to God, like I don't find the word.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like
That's accurate.
You guys helped me 95% for me to finally decide to, you know what, let's try this, and I don't regret it.
That's the greatest thing in my life.
And after the situation, after what happened with you, it helps me a lot too. Like getting more relaxed. You remember back before I started following God. You remember I was always like mad and stressful and all that.
You get stressed easier for sure.
Yeah, and getting mad with people and taking things the wrong way. I think I was feeling so empty, like a hole.
Not the NES hole.
No,
soul.
like,
It was the soul hole.
the soul hole, heart hole. Like some, like this is awesome, but something is missing.
Yeah,
I didn't find. I could not find why I didn't have entire happiness. You know, so
which is funny because your catchphrase was happy.
Yeah, but yes. But what was happening after we filmed, after I go back home, you know, I was with my wife, but yeah, I decided to give it a chance, and I start reading the Bible and going to retreats.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was like, Gabo's mad again. We can't get a hold of him.
I keep doing the retreats, but I don't say anything.
Yeah, you just I know when you're on it though.
Yeah.
Because you don't answer, and I'm like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah, and I do it yearly.
That's
and I
awesome.
don't say anything. I just disappear.
That's the way to do it.
And he's like, I have to do it, bro. And I will say after that, man, everything changed.
Heck yeah. That's
So
greatest.
and nothing in my life is perfect.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I got a purpose.
It gives you
for this
clarity
life.
for sure.
Yeah, that's the right word.
To me, if I look at like our journey of our show, and if nothing ever came from it, died tomorrow, the show, I'd be like, I got the greatest gift I could have got through the show.
Yeah.
You know, and
I've been connecting a lot more with people and just being able to find the words that I wasn't being able to speak before.
Yeah.
And all it took was one invite, and that invite changed
Yeah.
like my entire, like for a couple months now. It's just been crazy.
Believe it or not, he gave me a Bible, and Andy too. The one he gives me is in my car. So every morning, that's the first thing I do. I read one page and keep going.
Yeah.
He helped me.
You better watch out, man. My kids play a large part in that. My kids are little soul savers, bro. They're always
Yeah.
like, you need to invite. Don't worry, Ben. They've been mentioning your name lately too. They're like, when are we inviting Ben? I'm like, Ben is always welcome.
Who's next?
Ben.
This is what the pressure.
Rival Ben.
We're not putting the pressure on him. We know. But
We're not putting the pressure, but
you better be there on
you're
Sunday.
always welcome.
No. I think what like when I had the biggest struggle with me was I knew that there was a higher power when I was younger, but there was so much going on through my life that I really couldn't accept, right? And I was like, oh, this is happening to me. And I was only calling out to him when I needed something. It was never like a genuine, like, I'm seeking you. You know what I mean?
That happened to me too. I was there.
As soon as I got to a point where I was like, all right, I need to find it. It all hit me on one day, and it just was like, it was a crazy relieving feeling to be able to experience that. And now that I keep going and going, every single time I feel like every passage or message has hit, no matter what I'm going through or like what I'm thinking, it hits in a different type of angle. Like it could be anything in my life, and it's like that relates to it. And I'm like, how does it do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel more relaxed now?
100%.
Especially when something like something like what happened today.
What? Oh,
Do you feel more relaxed? Like,
are you talking about like with the hobo stand down over there?
What's the hobo standout? Ben and Curtis were supposed to meet us somewhere, and then Ben texts us
You know what?
something about a homeless man or something.
Yeah, so All right, so this is crazy. All right, so I've been doing a lot of like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp meetups.
Scumbag.
Yeah, 100%. And I was like, all right, this Switch deal is $125 for a
Switch with 3 games.
3 games, and I wanted the 3 games and then to flip to Switch because I was like, man, I'm really trying to get a Switch collection going so I can start playing games. And we have game night with Ben. Let me slow it down a little bit. And so I'm messaging this guy, and he's like, meet me at this place only. Right. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, we could just meet in this parking lot. It's right across the street. And he's like, no, meet me in this place only. So we get there a little early. Right. The guy goes 10 minutes. And then I'm like, all right, 10 minutes pass. Another 5 minutes passes past that 10 minutes. And I'm like, what in the heck? I see a guy pacing outside of a CVS. Right. Looking pretty sketchy. I know exactly. Like, I'm very self-aware of
What's going on around you?
What's going on around me. Right. And then I see another guy, pretty disheveled, looks dirty, has a backpack, and when you have a backpack in California and you look dirty,
Dusty?
yeah, you're either homeless or you're not doing well. And so all of a sudden, I see those 2 guys now communicating together in front of the store. And I'm like, Ben, I kept calling to Ben. I'm like, Ben, this is looking sketchy. Like, that guy is like pacing. The other guy, why is he with him?
Yep.
And we literally see the game in his hand. And I'm like, all right, we're out. We're dipping.
Yeah.
Didn't even buy it. Left it. I was like, I'm not buying that. I don't care how good the deal is.
They were probably going to have you pull out the wallet. The other guy's going to act like he's not with you, be walking by. You pull out your money. He's going to take your money, and then they both run.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
And I was like, nope, not going to do it. Me and Ben just dipped
You
out.
and Diddy?
Yeah. No. P.No. Diddy, get out of here.
Me and Diddy?
No.
Wow.
Me and Ben dipped out as soon as we could, and I was like, I'm sorry for wasting your time there, man. But thank God I was like literally in the perspective of like, all right, I'm not going to just walk out and just
Aware of your surroundings.
here's the money and leave. No.
Ooh, take the money.
I'm not buying stolen goods, and I'm definitely not buying from a homeless person. I'm sorry.
Well, you're
No.
still a scumbag.
And he did look like you said he was on crack, so you don't want to feed
Oh,
someone's crack.
100%.
They both look sketch, man.
Really?
It wasn't just like an unrecognizable
you know.
thing, and it wasn't me just judging. It was just me being perceptive of like what's around me.
1 to 10, how much do they look like Dusty?
0. You know what they look like? They look like if someone were to like roll around in dog poop and then wipe it around their face and then kind of like get out of a trash can.
Yummy.
No. But anyway, like, I mean, I just did not like that experience.
Yeah.
And that was kind of sketchy.
That's nothing.
Bro, I mean, I'm
joking.
I know exactly where you're
You're
from.
white, that's why.
I know. I'm exactly where he's from.
He doesn't work in the field, right?
I was almost
I do
killed.
work in the field. Why do
He
you
does
think-
work in the field. That's
What
actually
is
true.
going
But
on?
in Freedom Land.
You're in Freedom Land. That's what he calls Huntington Beach. And
Yeah,
Newport
but I
Beach.
didn't start in Freedom Land. I started where you are. Don't worry.
He did come from
Well, I don't work there.
We have talked about this a bazillion times. I told you I didn't grow
Whatever.
up in some crazy place. Yeah.
Next.
Anyway, we're gonna go move on to great topics. Agree or disagree?
Yippee, skippy, dippy, chippy, nippy,
Yo,
pippy, dippy, doo.
and that bad boy. Let me get one of
Let
them.
me give one to Ricky, too.
Give one to Ricky. Oh,
Explain yourself, Ricky. Just
Ricky.
quiet.
Hey, these people talk just as much as Ricky.
No.
Ricky, where are you? We need you
wait,
to talk.
that's Ricky and Chris.
Someone literally on Whatnot the other day was like, said something like, hey, Riff, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what's up? And he's like, by the way, my wife hates you. And I was like, cool, man. Nice to meet you, too. And he's like, yeah, she says you always talk. Don't let Ricky talk. And Ricky's like on Whatnot. He's like, I don't want to talk a lot.
You talk
It's
a lot.
exhausting.
No, I know.
But you have to do it.
Yeah.
But you also gotta understand, like, he is. I have said this a bazillion times. I was talking to him like the other day. I was like, I am literally think literal. He thinks creative. His mind is on 1,000 synapses. It's just going pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop.
I know.
If Aaron didn't talk as much as he did, we all wouldn't be here. That's the real
I'll
thing.
take that.
100%. He's a
take
winner.
that.
All right.
I will say something after I start doing my videos, my not good videos.
They're good.
They're good. You're getting great responses. I don't understand why you think they're not good. You edit on a phone. That is insane.
Probably it's because I compared to you. I don't know how you do it, man. I was telling you last
Well,
time. I think I was telling you
Start
in
on a
Gingo.
computer.
No. No.
Just think of sleep as non-existent and you can live like I do.
No, I mean, like, when was the last time we filmed? Not the SWAT meet.
Oh.
In the store, in that store.
A couple weeks back.
Yeah, you was. I mean,
Elliot?
You-
Oh, at Punky's, Hidden Gems.
yeah.
Oh, the way
You're
my
ve-
mind was working.
The way you organize everything. Like, okay, this is gonna be the first take. Then this. Oh wait, no, we cannot do that now.
The
Let's do
narration. Let me go to the corner. This is going to be B-roll for that.
He's a creative mind, man.
Oh my god, I don't know how you can do it. I just go, take out the phone and start.
I think with an editor's brain, like I want to pass my stuff to Jared, and I know when I get footage from Caleb, Retro Rick, Ashley, what I wish they would give me. I know exactly what I wish they would give me in every video, so I'm making sure and giving that to the editor.
Yeah, like he definitely sees everything visually, and I commend him. Trust me.
I don't even know what I think.
All right, we're gonna go on to our first one. It's gonna be Street Fighter is not better than Mortal Kombat.
Is it not better?
It's not better than Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter is not better than Mortal Kombat.
Disagree. Why do you like Mortal Kombat better than Street Fighter?
I think it's just, in general, I think that they have better backstories, and I think that
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I think that the storyline is better. I think that the characters, that flow, they're better.
Storyline is better.
Storyline is better, and they got fatalities. But gameplay, come on, bro.
Gameplay, dude, I'm telling you right now, you could be like back in the day, you could like turn into like a green velociraptor and finish somebody. It'd be sick. And even then, the new ones, they actually show the detail of breaking bones. So I don't know.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for my response,
bro.
Let me hear it.
Hey, bro, he sounds like, dude. You sound like a casual gamer. Like, do you hear that?
Do you hear the disrespect? He called you a casual gamer.
Yeah, I would love to see how many hours you have on a PC game for like me.
True, he's a PC nerd.
I don't come with that.
Don't come at me with
Don't
the console.
come with that PC.
PC Master Race?
Yeah.
I
the
put in
PC Master Race like Star Trek.
So now
Star Wars is better.
Not only am I a scumbag resale, I'm a scumbag gamer.
That's a good example. Star Wars is like the console gamers.
Yeah,
Star Trek is like the PC
Star
gamers.
Wars is like Nintendo, Genesis, PlayStation, Xbox. Star Trek is how you do that? It's PC.
This thing.
Hey, look, my PC. I'm gonna play with my mouse.
I want to hear your definitive argument because it seems like
I'll say mine after Gabo.
Go ahead. Oh, I already said.
Okay, well, mine. I literally was thinking about this the other day because I was watching a video on like the history of Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
And I was in my head taking all the mainstream fighting games, the main ones. Obviously, there's all the janky ones. I think Mortal Kombat's one of the worst.
No shot.
It's one of the worst.
The gameplay or the story?
The game.
Just the entire game?
Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, I think they're some of the worst fighting games.
Let's be honest.
I think they grew into something, though.
They grew better as late to me.
Yeah,
they screwed up in the last one.
X was good, though.
9, for me, 9 is the best one. 9 is the one for, you remember that one.
9.
When they restart the story, they like the remake.
Yes.
My favorite was actually Deadly Alliance. That was my favorite.
Is that 64?
It was PlayStation,
Xbox.
like PS2 era.
I'm just not a big Mortal Kombat guy. I get it. I've never been able to be good at it. Maybe that's why. Maybe I just suck at it so bad that I've never enjoyed my playtime. I can button mash it, have some fun, and then I move on. But that's just me.
Like it's just straight up, just side. I don't know, man.
Street Fighter's just as good as it gets.
Street Fighter, I mean...
Although I like Killer Instinct.
Street Fighter is the staple of fighting games.
I think the reason why I enjoyed Mortal Kombat is just because of the storyline when I was alone.
Because you are not a gamer.
What are you talking about? You're not a gamer.
And a scumbag reseller.
You just a scumbag reseller that sell papers.
Because Curtis is getting trigger central in the last video.
I'm getting angry now.
He was saying, I got a tough skin. Oh, let's see.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Let's try it.
All right, we're going to go on to the next one. This could be stubbing your toe is worse than stepping on a floor full of Legos.
Absolutely.
I didn't understand your question.
Okay. Ready? Stubbing your toe is...
What is that?
Hitting your toe accidentally
in the corner?
Yeah.
Is
worse than what?
Stepping on a floor full of Legos.
Oh,
barefoot.
dude, yes.
Stubbing your toe, yes. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I will say stubbing your toe when you least expect it, or if you're already in a bad mood, you could.
Icing on
if
the cake,
you met me my whole life and was like, "Hey, this guy's a Christian man. He tries to honor God." If you saw me in that 30 seconds after stubbing my toe, you'd be like, "This guy has worshipped Satan his whole life. He hates the world, and he's a filthy, filthy human." Because every word that I never say in my life comes out when I stub my toe at full volume.
I have a similar experience. I remember I was just going downstairs from our house, and the dog was laying at the bottom, right?
Uh-oh.
It's pitch black. It's a Rottweiler. Couldn't see it. I stubbed my toe into the dog. The dog didn't even move.
Into the
You stubbed your toe into the dog?
Yes.
How is that possible?
You can't
Wouldn't it be all
see.
soft though?
No. I promise you, because this dog was just like full on flat. I am walking. I broke my toe on a dog.
That poor dog. Where'd you kick it?
I didn't kick it. I just stepped into it, and he was like, he didn't even move.
Wait, you stubbed your toe by stepping on a
So
dog?
it was like, okay, so I'm going downstairs, right? As I hit the landing, he is laying on the bottom.
Goes?
He is laying on the bottom. Oh my God. I was a kid. I hit him and my toe broke.
See, you're
I was
so soft, bro.
screaming.
Ninja Turtles. My toe. My toe.
I was screaming. I was like, ah!
I didn't know only Curtis could stub his toe on a poor dog.
Did that dog die?
No, eventually.
Where'd your toe go? What part of the dog?
It was like his what?
His what? His butt?
No.
His butt?
Like the back spine part.
Yeah,
hard.
we know where it went, bro.
Oh my God.
Right in.
You guys are terrible.
Hey, be careful, Taffy.
My dog out there, though. My dog's like 12 pounds, bro. You can't hurt her.
No, this dog was like a full-on Rottweiler, full grown. He was older, and he was just laying at the bottom. And I kicked it. I've never been in more pain. I would rather have a severed finger. What is going on with you?
Gabo's having Curtis remorse tonight.
Oof.
Give us the next one, Curtis.
All right.
Change it.
Video
Next.
games should not be censored.
Agreed.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree on that. I think a little bit needs to be. It's not in the aspect of like censoring with like let's be a snowflake. No, I'm being more like
yes, you are.
giving the option for kids to be able to like turn off the gore. And
I do
the
like that
language.
option.
In the language.
I love that option.
So
For you or your kids?
In general, the question was what he said. Video games should be censored. Should be able to be censored.
Should be able. Nah, I think.
you want
If
the full on MA.
Yeah, if the game is gonna be for mature people, here you go.
Well, what I think needs to happen more is parents need to be breaking news for your parents out there. Parents should be parenting. That's a hard thing for a lot of people to understand is just because a game exists doesn't mean your kid should be able to play it.
Or popular like GTA.
Yes.
I seen parents buying GTA in GameStop to kids.
Like little kids.
Yeah, like 8 years, 7 years. And I was like, really, man? That's ridiculous.
I'm with you on that again. Everyone can parent their own way. No judgment on how whatever you do. But I just think that
I love it.
It is odd to me when there is no restrictions on what kids. And again, that's me saying I don't think they should be censored. I think we should have games that can do like art. There is no limits. You could do whatever you want. If you want to make the most filthy, vile, disgusting game in history, by all means do it. But parents, please, just because your kid whines and complains and you're an iPad parent who doesn't want to parent your kids and wants to throw them at a table with an iPad to babysit them for the night. No, you have to be able to know and go, I am not going to let you play this. I don't care how much you beg me. I don't feel comfortable with you playing this.
You're a good example of that. How many times I told you to play a game and I remember you just watching gameplay and say, oh, dude, I cannot play this in my house.
Because he plays in the living room. So
Yeah.
My kids are going to see that, you know, so.
he plays on a giant OLED that
80s something.
OLED boys.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do this last one, and then we're gonna move on to a little segment that'll be funny. But it'll be Xbox 360 closing their eShop will spike their game prices.
They're closing their eShop?
Yeah. I agree. I already saw it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't know because for the longest they've been the worst games to sell anywhere.
I have a legit I don't know answer because I knew nothing about it.
See, you just heard what he said.
What?
What'd he do?
Repeat that.
No, I just said I don't know. Like I haven't
It's the
seen
worst.
the worst game to sell ever. Like it's generally who knows that like
Oh, nobody cares about Xbox 360 games.
right. Like
Well, we're speaking from whatnot experience. When we throw up Xbox 360 games, they sell for nothing.
And the SWAT meet.
Yeah,
I think 90.
they're like trash mostly. It's like
No,
Connect
seriously.
X and
What
whatever.
is the most console games that you see in this
Xbox 360.
Xbox and
360.
PlayStation 2 crap.
But crap PlayStation 2.
And Wii.
I'd say Wii and Xbox 360 are probably the most games lying around.
But I think them closing their eShop will probably, because you won't be able to play it anywhere else, I don't think. So
Yeah, I don't think all the games, but the rare ones and the big ones, yeah.
It's crazy how much time I put into Xbox 360, but because of only like a handful of games.
it was more the platformer games though. I think that Xbox 360 really, and their exclusive titles that they really thrived on. That's the one. Other than Fusion Frenzy, which I am a huge fan of Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy. I do like Fusion Frenzy, actually.
I love it. One of my favorite was going up the spiral and doing the jump. And then
I never played before.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
would
Gaming
love
Off
to
the
play
Grid
that
talk
with
about it? Doesn't Gaming Off the Grid talk about it a bit?
Yeah.
I think they've talked about it. That's a great game.
I'll sell you the game and then we'll
For a
move
high
on to-
price, like a scumbag reseller.
Yeah, like a scum. No, I would actually not sell it. If I find
I
that
pay
game,
you
I'll be
for-
happy because I haven't
I
found
will
it.
charge you for the session.
There's 2 games I am looking out in the wild. I still haven't found it. Roadkill on the GameCube and Fusion Frenzy.
Wild only.
I got
Wild
it.
only. Those ones for sure.
I got it. I can be like you. I sell it to you.
Oh, I don't do it from scumbag resellers. I want to find it myself.
Don't deal with yourself.
Quit yourself.
Hey, look at the mirror. I hate me.
All right, so this was a segment that Riff wanted to bring up. All right,
I did? Oh,
hard
shoot.
words with Gabo.
What? The what?
Hard words with
Hard
Gabo.
words with Gabo.
Oh, come on.
Wait,
Oh, thank
Let's
you.
go.
Gabo.
Let's
one
do
of my
it.
favorite things is when Gabo and I are out at like conventions, we'll be talking and chit-chatting, and Gabo's like, hold on, let me get my translator. And he goes over, because I can understand Gabo most of the time.
You understand Gabonese?
That's his new. I actually love that about your videos, that you have that warning because it gives you that vibe of jackass. So it's cool.
And it's funny that most people, when like they get like uncomfortable and like think we're like we're like, I don't know, what do you know, snowflakes might be the word. You're like, oh, I don't speak very good English, I'm sorry. And they're like, oh, it's okay. And they're like trying to comfort you. And you're like, no, I don't give a crap about that. Yeah.
You know what is funny, dude? There's people out there that think I'm lying. Like, you know, that I'm
You're faking your accent?
faking it.
That's
Really?
actually insane.
Seriously.
That's
They
insane.
even left message. Really cool message, by the way. I love it. I love trolls.
I'll be honest. I think it is incredible when someone is bilingual or even like knows another
I
language.
wish I was.
I wish I was too. My brain doesn't think like that.
I've been listening to Spanish
You just wish because you won the brown card
100%.
for the deals.
well,
I
no,
do.
I have it on sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah. We go enough to the swap meet that we've kind of milked
Dude,
our way into it.
actually, to be honest, you know a lot of Spanish.
Ben just
you have a mic
dropped
over there.
fart over there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude.
And like
ripped.
right into the fan. We're not the game changers.
And it's stuffy in here, dude. Come on.
Come on, Ben. We're already struggling over here, man.
Oh my God, dude.
He just wanted to add some extra heat in the air.
So I was saying that I'm impressed that you know a lot of Spanish.
Yeah. I've been
Seriously.
listening when I drive. I've been trying to listen to like just,
I
basic
don't
words.
consider Ricky Brown anymore.
You don't consider Ricky Brown anymore. Explain.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk Spanish.
Oh.
He does with certain vendors. Yeah, he does.
Ben, your
Oh
fart
my
smells, bro.
God.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to breathe.
My eyes are starting to water, bro. Ben.
Dude. There's just not enough air in this place.
I'm opening this window.
Yeah.
Stupid Ben.
We'll come back on that one.
I don't know what you're talking
Give it a quick little pause.
Oh my.
No, I don't want
that's part of
to. I
it,
don't
bro.
want to smell this in my mouth, man. I can taste it.
I'm tasting it, bro.
Well, hey, like in Step Brothers,
I'm
was that
feeling it
onions,
right now.
ketchup?
So you say Ricky is not.
I don't consider Ricky Brown
So
anymore.
True Brown. So at what level is at what level is Ricky whitewashed?
Dude, that's so racist. I
He
love
said,
What is
True
a
Brown.
True Brown for you?
Dude, I warn people when they go to watch our show for like the first time, and they're like, "Dude, I love oh, that's so cool. You guys film. I'm gonna go watch." And it's like a brown guy or a black guy or something. I'm like, just so you know, we're comfortable with everything, bro. And they're like, "Oh," but half the time I'll see him again the next week, and they're like, "That is so awesome.
Dude,
you guys
yeah.
have fun with it. That's how people should be."
Did you notice the brown joke? The racist jokes haters are back.
Yeah.
In Pixel GameSquad.
Yeah.
Good. Help the algorithm.
Help the algorithm, bro. Hit it up.
Thank you, trolls.
More. I'll take more.
Yeah. Send more. Come on.
Anyway, why don't you consider him a
Oh
part
no,
of
no!
it?
I was saying, what's Ricky's level
true
of,
brown?
of whitewash versus brown?
And true
is he
brown.
more whitewashed or is he more true brown?
Love
What's
when
his
you say
percentage
it.
ratio
I
now?
love it when you say
Now
it.
he's 100% white, dude. Like, you know,
What?
He's lost all brown cred.
Yeah, because I talked with him. I
He doesn't
found it
even-
last weekend, so I started talking with him in Spanish, and he answered me in English. I'm like,
Ooh.
dude, really?
Is that a slap in the face on brown culture?
Yeah, that's an insult. that's like calling this guy not a scumbag reseller.
Oh yeah. Like when it's obvious.
Yeah, it's definitely obvious.
when it's obvious, there's coming.
There's a tattoo that says it on my eyebrows. It says it. I promise.
Underneath.
Yeah.
Gabo, for
Yeah,
fun,
let's do it. Uh-oh.
as serious as you can. So like, pretend right now, like I work for Nintendo, and I'm like, hey, Sir Aaron, can you give us a spot for this? So I'd be sitting here like, selling the game, right? And I'd be like, Scooter's dream starts where most games finish. After battling sharks, conquering space, surviving miniaturization. You're kind of just reading it.
All right.
Give us your one take all the way through, reading the back of Treasure
gonna go
Master.
bad.
Oh, wow.
And if you mess up, you keep going, bro.
You keep going.
You're live.
Do you think I care?
You're not gonna mess
What are you
up, bro.
taking out of the box?
Because it's shimmering. I know you have a hard time reading.
And I'm blind too. I didn't bring my glasses. Do you trust me?
No, do not throw my Treasure Master.
All right.
Ready?
Let's go.
Nobody talk. You go one take. You don't say, "Oh, sorry, redo it." You go.
All right. Treasure
No.
Treasure Master, the ultimate competition for fantasy prizes. All right. Scooters.
You're not past the first word yet.
I'm blind, bro. Okay. Scooters' dreams start where most games finish. After battling sharks. Wow. Conquering space, surviving
We're terrible.
miniature.
Was that miniature?
What?
Miniature? It's miniature.
Surviving miniature.
All right, just save him.
I want him to keep
Save
going.
him.
I want him to keep
no,
going.
I'm gonna finish it.
No.
No, shut up. Surviving my miniaturization and getting lost in the fantasy forest. Our hero finds the treasure and gets to keep it. Wow. It sounds like you in the SWAT meet.
Hey, actually.
It is up to you to guide him there and keep your share with the treasure master. Vault opens with the secret password on April 11, 1952 at 12 noon EST. Oh, is what? Whatever. Until all the treasure is found. Or 12 midnight. Oh, they're talking about the hours. Or 12 midnight EST. April 11. Oh, what?
You already read that.
No, he repeated.
Liar. Let me see that.
Dude, he got 2 Aprils. 12 and 11. Look in the middle.
April 11th, 1992 at 12 noon EST until the treasure is found.
Duh. You didn't let me finish.
You don't have to finish.
No, let me finish it.
Do the last paragraph.
All right. But all your practice and training won't be wasted because mastering
I know Riff's dying over there.
mastering fight through treasure work will prepare you for the ultimate quest for fantasy prizes right at home. 2 grand prizes. Fantasy
You don't
rock
have to read the whole every blueprint. Gabo, what are we rating you on right now? Am I going to rate you on your English or your ability to read?
whatever you want. I don't care.
I would say your ability to read.
It's because
Low.
I'm blind, dude. I didn't bring my glasses. That's why. To be honest, I
So
have.
you could read the words
Yeah.
if you could see
It's
them
the
better.
pronunciation that I have problems.
Can you tell me how you say February?
Oh my God. No, please. No, please.
What? Why that word?
Our whole life, when I know Gabo, he struggles to get out February and August.
All right. February. Go ahead.
Feb.
You
Now-
give me the trick. You give me the trick. So, but I forgot.
Just say February.
February.
That's fine. That's good enough. That's
How
good
about
enough.
August?
August.
Close.
August.
That's good. That's
Close. Give me a little more.
August.
Give me a little bit of that T on the end. August.
August. August.
good. That's good. Perfect. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right.
August.
So,
August. February.
all right. I know.
Even
Celsius.
Celsius.
Dude, when we went game hunting last weekend, my son went with us. Right when we get in the car and the door closes, he's just giggling to himself. 13-year-old kid. And I'm like, Rickson, what are you laughing at? He's like, Dad, listening to Gabo talk is like the funniest thing. And he immediately brought up Celsius. He's like, Dad, Gabo was standing around and goes, hey, I'm going to drink a Celsius. Like for Celsius?
That's how you say Celsius?
Celsius.
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 Yes.
Oh, now I understand why they didn't hire me like a couple of months ago when I did an interview for management.
Oh. I mean, honestly, I could get that if you're having a hard time understanding. I mean, I hate to be whatever, but when you're in America and you call a tech hotline and you can't understand what they're saying, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Right? So I get
understand,
it could be hard if you're leading a group on a Zoom call and they're like, okay, so in order to train, you got to, and they're like,
dude,
shoot.
you know, I was your manager a couple of years ago. You forgot that?
How far we've come.
But I said,
Yeah, that's true.
like I said, I
A
mean,
long time ago.
this is clearly all jokes. But I mean, like,
No, it's not.
No, it's serious.
but I mean, like,
real.
the fact that like you're
The struggle is real.
the fact that you're able to speak 2 languages is just like an advantage on most people.
At what point did you start learning English?
Since school back home.
Since like a baby?
Not a baby. I think we over there in Puerto Rico, they start teaching us English around 3rd grade, something like
So
that.
you've been learning it for a long time.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, the problem that I have.
Yes, what makes you, and I don't mean this negatively, being seriously, what keeps your English so broken?
I don't know. Maybe because I want to.
Kind of just keeps going with
Yeah.
your Puerto Rican flavor?
You heard it here, folks. He fakes his accent, and we got him. No, I'm just kidding.
Scumbag accent.
It's comeback accent. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is the pronunciation. See, like that word.
Pronunciation.
Is the words. And for the past couple of years, maybe it's the high blood pressure pills that I take. I've forgotten the words.
Really?
Seriously, that's what my memory
You think
sucks.
pills are screwing you up?
Dude, not, check this out. Not even in English, in Spanish too.
No.
I'm not lying, bro.
Wow, that's
I'm not
interesting.
lying. Yeah, no, seriously. So sometimes I'm talking and I'm forgetting the words. I'm gonna die. So
I'm a big
No, no,
advocate.
no, you're
I'm a
not.
big advocate against pills. So
I know you are. You always been telling me that.
One thing that happened this past weekend was funny. When first thing that we usually go, we go to the swap, we go straight to the ATM to get cash.
Oh no.
Oh, this was great. we can start it out this way. So this is our first introduction into this, how this happens.
Yeah.
We're all at the swap meet, we're hanging out. Gabo comes up. He's like, oh, shoot. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, I could not get cash out. And I was like, oh, shoot, what happened? Is it broke? I'm like, is it broken? He's like, oh, yes, no money in there. And I was like, all right, man, that sucks. I'm like, weird, though. Like, Ricky and I were just there 20 minutes ago. There was money. He's like, no, it was not no
I
money.
love how he imitates.
He's like, I got to go to across the street to get money. And Curtis is like, hey, I'll go with you, bro. Whatever. He goes with Gabo.
We go
Gabo
to 7-Eleven across the street.
Go to 7-Eleven. They get money. We game hunt. And it's kind of towards almost the end of the day. And we're walking by the ATM again. And Ricky goes like, oh, hey, look at the ATM over there. And he's like, dude, it's working. And then Ricky goes, wait a sec. That's kind of a new ATM. And it's one of those ATMs where you have to stick the credit card in sideways. And he looks at Gabo and goes,
Like horizontal.
yes. And he goes, Gabo, did you put it in the right way? And like kind of just joking, like not thinking that's the real thing. And we all see Gabo just like turn white. And I'm
He
like,
turned so white.
oh no. And Gabo's like, oh, shoot. Oh no. We not talk about this. Oh no.
I was not expecting to talk that in the podcast.
You gotta own up to it a
I
little bit.
love it. You got me.
That scumbag ATM got you, dude.
Did you feel bad? Did you feel dumb?
A little bit. Sometimes going back to my accent, sometimes I feel dumb the way I talk, to be honest.
And yes, we leave the audio with the ambulance in the back. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my
100%.
brain right now.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is a real question. Do you ever feel insecure about it, or do you completely own it?
I'm totally honest, yeah.
So what situations do you feel insecure about it?
Interviews.
That's got to be difficult.
Professional.
That is definitely got to be
Pro-
difficult.
professional, yeah. I would not say being bullied because I don't care. But yeah, there's a lot of people that try to make fun of me because of my accent.
But they're
And
actually making fun of you?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that sucks. Yeah.
No, like we're definitely kidding when we do ours.
Not
Like,
making fun of you, bro.
I mean, I love it.
You're scum.
No, I don't care. I love it because that makes me unique.
It is unique.
Yeah, of course. but it's like somebody sent me a message, a cool dude, by the way. He said, "Hey, dude, I love you, but you should take classes."
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, nah.
It is.
I was like, dude,
Snap. Got him.
I was like, nah, I prefer to be as real as
Love when
as I
people
can.
try to give you life advice out of thin air.
Yeah.
Comments, bro. We love when the comment section, like, automatically, like, I'll shoot a video and try something new with the way I film or something.
You might
all of a
even-
sudden,
You
everyone's
should
Steven.
take out that narrating section.
All of a sudden, everyone's Steven Spielberg in the comments.
Hey, you imagine me talking perfect English?
No.
I don't like it. I wouldn't like
Exactly.
it.
That made me unique, and that doesn't mean I'm faking it.
We
dude,
know you're not faking it. Since the moment I met you, you're like, hey, Riva, I watch video. Can I take a picture? I was
Honestly,
like, let's go.
if you guys weren't real people, I probably wouldn't be hanging out with you.
We would have dipped out a long time
Yeah,
ago.
like if you
Yeah.
ever came out as like somebody that I couldn't believe in, like a real person, like as in your true self, I'd be out of here, dude. I'd be like,
We are in such a place to where everybody in our group, like, is at their, like, this is like you're the real of the real. And if you don't fit in, you would have been out by now.
Yeah,
and that
like-
goes for the extended, like the camel
Oh,
crew
yeah.
and these guys.
remember when you slapped me when I had the Bowser head? People were like, Curtis is holding back so much regret right there. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I really was just like fine with it. I was like, I agreed to it.
I think
Yeah.
what's hard too is one of my love languages with my guy friends, with my wife, my love language is honestly physical touch. It really is. But with my friends, it's very much like almost like clowning.
Oh.
That is just like, honestly, if I clown you, you know I genuinely like you.
You know what I miss from you?
Huh?
You smacking me. You don't
yeah.
smack me like you used
No,
to.
he slaps me.
You're
though.
getting
It's
older,
la-
bro. I don't want to hurt you now. That's
Yeah.
why.
Come on, I'm
He
stronger
slaps me
than
now,
stronger
okay?
than.
Honestly, I just kind of
I don't have knees, but I'm stronger than
I honestly
him.
just kind of the slap thing kind of stopped doing that.
I love that that's Gabo's
slap,
needs.
but you used to smack me like that.
Oh,
or,
give you the nipple whap.
Dude,
Oh, nipples or-
he gets it I'm like,
Dude, he always gets Ricky's under boob and boing boing boing. And Ricky hates when you do that,
the
bro.
fluffiness.
Oh, dude, he hates
you know who hates that?
Who?
That he gets mad too. Mort. I start talking Mort.
here, guys.
Dude, that happened. I think it was in South Carolina. He was talking with somebody, and I came from behind and started like, yeah.
I'm ticklish, dog.
Oh, really?
Oh, you should
100%.
not have told him, bro.
Really?
You should not have told Gabo you're
See you
ticklish.
later.
Sorry, Mort. I know you're gonna watch this.
I know you. Every time I see Ricky hates it, bro. You walk up to him and you grab it like his underboob and like. Ricky hates it, bro.
Gabo would literally just like grab my he'll tap my back, bend me over, just slap me, and I'm like,
See?
what is going on?
Gabo
here?
always talks about how big Ben's butt is.
He
Yeah.
does,
and
he
you
does.
do.
Oh, he's about to fart.
Oh,
No. Hold it back.
We had to stop the podcast because
hey,
of Ben's rancid.
But if I don't do that to you guys, that means I don't love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's what friends do.
I told you, I really could care less. I think that as long as you're an authentic person to me, I wouldn't care what you did.
Our love language is just having fun.
Yeah.
100% as a guy group.
we have so much fun in doing this, right?
Yeah.
I think this period of our life is the most unbelievable, rare things that we can document in people's lives, because there is things like television and stuff, right? But that's staged, that's produced.
And there's a lot that is not in camera
There's stuff, of course, and that's all part of the journey as well.
that stay with us. We
Yeah.
cannot share those.
Oh,
yeah.
there's plenty of things.
There's
Yeah.
plenty of things that, like when
There's a lot.
We say a lot
when
of.
they're in a couple cars with you.
How do I say it? We say things that a lot of people just are, not even the word is far too sensitive about, but just, I don't know. A lot of people, I guess, don't understand our love language. So
Yeah.
when we say things that are
love.
Wild. What's this wild stuff?
it's like
the inappropriateness is what makes it fun.
extremely inappropriate. But it's like, and it's funny, I almost like immediately will weed out people that I love. And I know that sounds funny and people are going to think this is the weirdest conversation. Like when we met the Camel Crew, right? I immediately liked these guys, right? Immediately. And I was like, I know exactly how to find out if these guys can even hang. I made an Asian joke to Tony immediately.
Tony's the best.
And what did I see from all three of them? Ah, yeah, woo! Like, and I was like, they're one of us.
Dude, when we start hanging out, you start doing those jokes.
Yeah.
The first thing you start giving me crap is it was imitating me. It was that.
I don't even
It
remember
hasn't
that.
changed.
Yeah.
Then. That's the best.
and Ricky was like this, trying to laugh, not to laugh.
Not to offend you.
Yeah. And I was like, go ahead, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care. I love it.
And I love getting it back. I love being dealt it back. I absolutely
but
thrive
you
in that.
sometimes get mad, dude.
Who?
You.
At what?
Sometimes you don't like the jokes, man.
Of who?
When I was
What joke?
joking with you,
About what?
I cannot say in camera.
There's only one or two jokes I can think of that
when
I'm
you
not
get
okay
Was it
with.
serious.
about Elon Musk? What was it about?
P Diddy.
I think it's PD.
P no Diddy, but that P Diddy. That's what he said.
No, I was like, that's PD. There's only very few things that I don't joke about, and that's more
Private.
private. And it's
Private,
not like
private.
I'm soft. It's completely different.
Can we go back to the? Well, we have time or not?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Because
I'm on nobody else's time.
No, to be honest, let's do something. Well, if you want something different, can we go back to the God topic real quick?
Go for it.
So, I could not ask. Do you think I'm doing the right thing, the wrong thing? Like, for example, you know my belief, but not everybody knows.
Oh, are we going to about your post? Is that what you're going to talk about?
No. It's about sometimes I wear Slayer shirts.
Got it.
I still listen to that music. You think I'm doing wrong?
Nope, I do not.
I think
Wait. Let's see what he said.
for anybody who's religious, you can only listen to your own convictions.
Okay.
And if you ever feel uncertain about it, read up on it. Read up what you believe to be true and that you firmly believe. You can have all four of us could read the same chapter in the Bible, and we'd all come out with slightly different perspectives
Yeah.
on what you.
Different view.
You want to know what's interesting is that like most of these bands that are like heavy metal are actually religious lyrics.
Yeah. A Slayer. So
I don't think that like in
How
the
would be that name?
well, Slayer is not religious, but some of the members
wait,
are Christian.
What are you trying to say? Slayer's a religious band?
No.
I was like, Gabo, you're off on that one.
I'm asking this because it's not only in the community that I hear this. Is with other sides in my life that I've been talking about. You know, me. I would not say converting. How can I describe my belief? Is starting following God.
Yeah.
Because I always say,
Perfect.
man, I start following God, but my own special relationship with Him.
Yeah.
That's
I always have called it a relationship, not a religion. I consider
yes.
it.
So, in my humble opinion, I hope nobody get offended.
please get offended.
I don't believe in like going to church and going to I do the retreats. But it's more mentally for like a reset. But it's once a year.
Yeah, I mean, going to church is not what saves you. You're not gonna not
exactly.
go to heaven because you aren't at physically.
No, and
I'm a believer in going to church. I thrive in it, and I grow in it, and I learn in it weekly, personally.
So I've had a similar relationship that you had. Like I said, I felt like I was having this higher power as in God. Like I was just only calling to him for like my relationship needs. But what brought the clarity to it was somebody speaking the passage to me. And that's when I realized, I was like, oh, there are other ways to do it, but you can find clarity in another part of it. Like, I wouldn't let people come in on my, like, what I was already believing, right?
Yeah.
But, like, your relationship, it, like, you know, however you do it, you can find other ways to find that clarity to help you bring it closer to it, is what I'm saying.
Now, I will say, would I personally wear Slayer shirts? No. But does that mean I think you're wrong for doing it? No.
No, well,
I play D&D, and there's all types of things that
you
go on
you
with that.
hear me a couple of weeks ago when we was joking with Mikey about one of the Slayer logos. They got the Minotaur over there.
Oh, yeah, the Minotaur.
Yeah. So
Translate.
yeah, translate please. So I used to wear shirts like that can really offend people, and I didn't give a crap back then. But now, yes, I wear Slayer shirts, and I listen to Slayer. But a shirt like that, I will not wear.
Yeah, there's like things like even like, and it like, you know, I'm a huge believer in freedom. That I'm all freedom. By the way, someone in the comments the other day quite literally was mad that I had a freedom over fear sticker on my car.
Really?
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Let's go to Hitler. Fear over freedom. Like, what are you thinking that that's offensive? Like, I don't know anybody in the world that would say freedom over fear is a bad thing.
There's a reason why you have the freedom to choose your religion. There's a reason why you have the freedom to choose what you
free
want
will.
to do.
Even within Christianity, you have free will.
You have
That's the whole
free will to do whatever you want. Why does it matter what he has on his car?
So what I was saying with that, though, where I was going with that is like, even though here's an example. I don't like when people wear shirts that have curse words on it because, you know, my kid's in the line at Starbucks. We don't go to Starbucks. I'm being a better example. I don't know, wherever, a market. And the guy in front of him, the shirt says like, I effed your mom and this. I'm like, oh man, my kids are.
Those are harder for me because that's more of like preference, right? Like I feel
exactly like I would never tell a person, hey, you can't wear. It's freedom, bro. Wear whatever the heck you want. But in my head, I'm like, dang it, I wish you weren't.
Yeah, like
right
I literally bought a South Park shirt and I think I'm never gonna wear it. It literally said,
oh yeah, I remember.
F banging, right?
Yeah,
and I'm like, it thought it was cool, but I was like, I'm never
cool
gonna wear
shirt,
it.
but yeah.
I'm guilty. And I be honest, and you know, you and Rick, you know, since I start following God, I'm cursing way more. But like way
We're all born
more.
in sin, dude. I'll tell you that.
No, but
Gabo's just living in it.
see, that's the thing.
Just brewing in it, dude.
See, that's the thing. One day he stopped me. He's like, bro, stop it.
Who?
You. Like, stop cursing a lot.
But not like I was offended.
No, I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't think it matters, in my humble opinion, I don't think it matters if you go to church, or if you listen to some music, or you wear this, or if you say this, or you say not that. As long as you got your own relationship with God and try to be as best human you can be, I think that's what it is.
The whole premise
but
of it,
that's my humble opinion.
the whole premise of it is that you don't come to Christ perfect, right?
Oh, yeah. Nobody's going to be perfect.
You come as you are, but as you have a relationship and the closer you get in your relationship, you will want to change and God will change you in your heart to your convictions, to what, hey, I don't want to do, not saying you're on whatever path you are, but like, as you get in there, then you change. Like you'll be like, oh, maybe I don't want to do that thing that I was doing. That's how people quit addictions and things. You know, you're like, you know, and that's how I've quit doing things that I did in the past that I don't like because I was like, no, I don't. My goal is to be more Christ-like, right? And I that is not something. The old way they would say it in the way I grew up. I grew up in a very like old school, you know, church setting, which by the way, I love that. I wish we went back to that for a lot of things. But it was always like, in the way my pastor used to say it, silly, but as you're a teenager, it would like scare you. Like, I'm like, should I do this? Should I do that? He's like, I don't know. Well, Christ is in the room with you right now. So do you want to see what you're doing? I'm like, oh, I'm never going to touch myself again. Like, you know what I mean? As a kid, like, I don't want to do that thing. I don't want to. But again, these things are all healthy things to want to quit, right?
Yeah, and I also look at it like this. It's like
Gabo just gave me the blankest stare.
Who, Gabo?
Yeah.
Oh, I look at it like this. It's like when you're finally at the pearly gates, it's not going to be like what I have done for you. It's going to be like, you know, how did you live, right?
What are you going to do now?
Huh? What do you mean? If we've talked about this in the last podcast, if we die, we're good.
You should have, dude, wait till you hear that podcast. It was like 40 minutes. We had a
have some
pastor on.
strange
Oh, nice.
experiences, which
Dude,
I
it was
won't
all
wait.
about exorcisms and everything.
Oh, really?
We'll do another one with you because I know you love to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, I
too.
love. See, that's the thing. I think that the point that I'm trying to make is like, it is good or it is wrong that if you believe in God, that you act like me, or you try to do what makes you happy, but some other people that following God.
That's just being judgmental on their part. It's your-
The only
it's your
thing I
life
would say
experience.
is be careful with the statement of doing what makes you happy,
yeah.
right? Because I know a lot of people who follow that and go, well,
Yeah.
it makes me happy.
And goes crazy. Yeah, I know.
Or I'm a good person,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
not the qualifications.
But remember when those conversations we have about cursing, saying bad words between us, you know, like
on the show, right? We're talking about on the show?
no,
Oh, okay. Just personal life.
yeah, like I saying one word to you or you saying back, and one day we have a conversation, we sit down and say, dude, I didn't mean to offend you, and I remember you told me like, it doesn't matter. Is what you're trying to, the message you're trying to bring.
Yes.
With that bad word, you
Yeah.
know, it's not like you are saying like meaning like
Exactly. And so I know what you're saying. So the best way to explain this is
explain it,
yes,
please.
explain. Translator, does the alphabet made up of 4 letters, let's say F, U, C, and K. If I said that right now, that word
Bleep.
with no meaning, it means nothing. It's a meaningless word. That's like me tomorrow, or kids these days, me sound like an old person, will make Riz as a word, right? Imagine if Riz was now a curse word, right? The word itself being spoken, F-U-C-K, isn't inherently a bad thing. It's the purpose of what is behind that word.
Yeah.
That is when it
Intention.
becomes
The
a
intention.
bad word. Right?
Yeah.
F you to a random old man walking on the road. That's the intention.
yeah,
right,
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
For the longest time, I always had this gripe with myself where it was like, I almost didn't want to be able to speak about the Bible because I almost felt like I was like, I don't know enough, and I'll find myself sounding dumb.
Yeah.
Trying to tell others, right?
Like me right now.
No, I mean, like honestly, you're just
That's
telling
like
your
all of
experience.
us, dude.
It's-
I didn't go to, a special school for it. I didn't go to a seminary.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, like the pastor that he goes, he'll was it phrase to other books, and I'm like, what is going on here? How does he know?
Dude,
all
I
this?
went to a Christian high
So-
school from junior high to high school. Have gone to church ever since. I'm coming up on 40. I still know I am a horrible retainer of like when I hear things, I understand it and I
Yeah.
know my purpose, but I'm horrible at retaining like the hard facts, right? So I already know people in the comments are gonna be like, hey, well, that's not accurate to what I believe, this and that. And I get that.
Yeah. I honestly just grab like from what you were trying to say, like, does it matter what other people see out of you? I think as long as you believe what you're gonna want to
Yeah.
believe in, and it's under like your process with God and your relationship with Him, then so be it, right? Like if you're wearing a shirt that you might not feel comfortable in, then maybe not wear it,
Yeah.
right? If someone tells you like, hey, you shouldn't wear that, then be like, why? Question why.
Go ahead.
No, you.
He knows me. Yeah, I like the dark stuff.
Yeah, which I do too.
That's fine.
Yeah,
right?
I've been getting into the D&D stuff, and that is like dark.
I'm
dude.
huge into horror.
So it's
Yeah, I
like,
love gore movies, gore
too.
games. I like heavy metal.
art styles, it's
Yeah.
everything. It's like it's a form of art, but it doesn't have to be expressed like in a negative light.
Yeah, and in my humble opinion, again, I don't think if you say you believe in God and while you're saying that you're wearing a Slayer shirt or something else,
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I don't think it's good to be judged just for something like that because
I am not going to point out your flaws when I have my own.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying?
nobody's perfect, man. I'm just saying, like, well, to finish my side of
Your
this
humble
topic,
opinion, baby girl.
my humble opinion. I got saved. I'm following God. I believe in God, and yeah, I listen to Slayer almost every day. I watch gore movies.
Cool.
I love killing
Oh,
people
gore?
in video games.
Cool.
And
Keep it up.
But at the end of the day, I always try to be as best human being I can be by the God laws and try to help everybody, man. I think that's
It's your relationship, your life, and your process.
It's my own personal relationship with God, and people that judge me for that, they're not invited.
And honestly, I would cuss and just be like, F you for thinking that would change my relationship.
That's
right?
other thing. Cursing makes me happy. I love it.
It's just a word.
I don't know
it's
where
just a word,
where
but
this is
it's
going.
all intent.
It's just a word.
It's intent behind it. That is
you
literally
don't
what
want
it
to
is.
see the chat with us.
Yo, you guys are terrible.
I don't
No,
think
but
you guys.
we are just as bad.
No, you should see our chats too. They're pretty bad.
You should see us.
Our
It is rough.
Our guys group, the one with Chris in it too, is pretty bad.
Yo, but hey,
Well, the one going back to the shirt thing, it's interesting. Like, let's take all of religion and Christianity, all that out of it, right?
Yeah.
What's your opinion? We talked about the shirt with the F word on it, whatever. There's a lot of shirts. I've seen shirts where it's like people like having sex.
Yeah.
And what's your opinion on that? Let's put all of that religious aside.
I'm not gonna be the one wearing it.
Okay.
That's their expression. That's like me telling hey, you should believe in this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But do you think as a human, this comes down to common sense?
If I am as a human, I'm just gonna be like, well, not very respectable, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's a person.
I always just think of like common decency, right? Like even my faith and belief aside, like I imagine you're wearing a shirt on the back that shows people just banging, which I've seen tons of those shirts. And you're standing there in line and you see a 4-year-old sweet little girl looking up your shirt trying to understand what it is.
It's unfortunate, but technically that's a form of freedom of speech.
No, it's freedom. I get it. I agree.
Yes, but it's common sense. But
you can see most social interactions with a lot of people. Common sense doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, it's like me putting a Slayer shirt with a lot of skulls, and when I know I'm going close to a church.
Well, I think that, skulls isn't like offensive.
Death is inevitable.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
I'm talking more things that
offensive.
I think if
which is still okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give
I'm gonna give you an example.
I'm gonna give you one too.
I think that if you walk into a church and you start saying like false idols to them, that is a lack of respect, right?
Yeah.
So when you go into somebody else's house and you start demanding like what they should do, that's kind of jacked up. That's like us saying like, oh, you shouldn't be wearing this outside of our house.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I get it. Freedom.
I'm just saying in perspective. I'm not like trying to make mad. I'm just trying to get that perspective.
I'll admit, as a dad, I have been like, you
can be mad.
I've been at like I remember a bagel shop a long time ago. Like I was just in line with my kids. They're like 3 little ones at the time, maybe 5, 4, and 3. And now they're at that stage where they repeat anything, and the guys in front of me in line were just going off with like the most F-bombs I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I hate doing it because I'm a freak, but I was just like, hey guys, like I got little kids, like can you just keep it down a little? And if anything, they were like, oh my, go figures. They're like, holy my bad, I'm sorry.
But that's also surrounding. They weren't aware of their surroundings.
Totally. And the biggest thing I would say in that is yes, they still have the freedom to do it. I would never stop them. But
it's
a big thing I tell my kids nowadays, a big thing with common sense, they go, well, how do I know what common sense is? I go, read the room.
Yeah.
Right. If it's time to stop and it's just that's isn't right their mood. Stop.
We've definitely had that. We definitely talk however we want to talk at expos, right? We just like we're cussing or whatever it is. Imagine that happens. Like if there's somebody just walking up, and we just like look back and we're like, shoot.
Yeah, and I think that's though just letting it. That's just guys are talking versus you're in like a a separate area.
Yeah.
Extremely going off again. Freedom of speech. Do it all you want.
I only behave in PixelGameSquad videos.
Yes, thank you.
That was the first rule.
Well, truthfully, for me with Pixel Game Squad, again, I know I'm not perfect. I make a million bazillion mistakes, but I just, in the end, and again, this is just me speaking for me. When I die, I want to try to honor my faith as best as I can as a legacy.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just part of it. It's not perfect. We make tons of inappropriate jokes, but I try to hone it in as best as I can while still being true.
Be a cool title, Protect Your Legacy.
You already have your legacy.
What is it? What is my legacy? Riff dies tomorrow.
It's called The Third Legacy.
Gabo. The Third Legacy. That was a good one. You don't get that?
I didn't get it.
It means you have a big wiener.
Snowflake?
No. What were you gonna say, Gabo? Finish up on this
but
one.
you already have your legacy set up. You got the channel.
Yes.
Just don't put it down again.
And I think that's what he's saying, like in perspective, like as he produces content and going forth, he wants to create that narrative where it's like, I produce something that I am proud of.
Yeah.
That my personal beliefs aligns with, right?
Yeah. And like, you know, and I get fully respectable. Like, we're not here to push beliefs on anybody, but we're definitely going to explain our experiences and how we go about them.
But I'll also say, if anybody ever wants to know more, feel free to ask us.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
We are probably the most authentic people. You can walk up to Gabo and he'll say exactly what, you know, he's
That's
feeling.
what I love most, talking with people, the Q&As. I love it so
we gotta
much.
do one of those sometimes, a live one on YouTube.
You think about it? You think about it?
Now that you let me back in the squad.
Bro, I never...
Wait. We never answered. This is a question I saw.
You were going to ask.
I had to bring it up one time just because it was said in the comments once, and I was like, oh man, I got to save this.
What?
Someone left a comment. Is Curtis Gabo's replacement? I'm going to leave that there. You guys talk.
No. I mean, did you ask that or what? No.
It was a comment. It was a comment.
No, wait a minute. But he sent me a message about the question, say that the Pixel Game Squad ever broke or something.
Oh no, break up.
Break up?
Yeah.
I will say no.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Absolutely, we never broke up.
No, because like I say, you never. Well, I'm talking about myself. You never say don't come back.
Oh heck no.
Or get out of here.
And what's best about this group is that we're all individuals. We all have our individual qualities that make us who we are. And there's no way that I'm ever trying to act like Gabo, because it's like, I'm me.
If somebody's gonna be my replacement, it has to be Ben.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Curtis is Mikey replacement.
and I don't even think
I can see that.
because I honestly think that like I am so literal minded. I think Mikey is so creative. And
Mikey's
spontaneous
awesome.
and very funny. I am literally just a goofball, and I'm just straightforward with how I
We get
put
Mikey
it
on again too. He's a good guest.
Yeah. Yes.
It's because you don't know Complex
He's smart.
as much.
I've never met
Complex
him. Oh,
is-
actually, I didn't met him.
Smart as a whip, dude.
Can we talk about Complex?
Sure, go for it. NES Complex, for those who don't know, who used to be on the show a lot.
He was I will say after Ralphie, he was the very first like
Core member.
member, like extra member.
Came in after, yep.
The gold member.
He's an absolute genius. I always say he's too smart to hang out with us. Poor guy. He's a genius, and he comes and hangs out with us.
He's a genius.
Yeah, we like games.
Yeah, I think he get a little like.
I know when he did that.
I cannot deal with these guys. They're so stupid.
Bro, when he did that panel, unprepared and game on, like was it SoCal last year? I was like, there's just no way.
Real story,
So
and
smart.
Rifo knows about this. When I start with the group, I think I didn't feel Complex, and Complex know this because we talk about it. I didn't feel him that much, and I remember telling him and telling Ricky, I think Complex hates me.
Yeah, I remember that.
And no,
you thought that.
Seriously, I have this conversation with him, and then when I have the chance to sit down and talk with him, dude, I fell in love with him.
Amazing guy.
Such an amazing dude, man. I freaking love Complex.
Just with like the short interaction that I had with him, he's very respectful and definitely an intelligent guy. So.
He's a loving man too. I will say he's a man. He's a true man.
And
He's
hopefully
a
one
true
day
man.
we get him on here. You know,
He's a good man
if he
too.
feels up to it.
He has been going through stuff off and on, so he's dealing with it. but-
Complex, if you watch this, I love you.
Yeah,
We
well,
love you.
And like I said, guys, thank you to Gabo for being here, man. It's all love on the squad.
Thank you for finally inviting me
Oh,
again.
my
He
God,
says it every time.
Yeah, the best part is it's just like he's been traveling and now he is here and he's doing his thing. He's going to be around more, guys, hopefully.
Are you?
But I'm not gonna be a scumbag like you.
Oh gosh.
It's all right.
You can finish it there.
Go sell your 100 NES games.
If you want to sell your 100 NES games, the best place to do it will be at SoCal Gaming Expo, June 8th and 9th at the Pasadena
SoCal,
Convention
let's
Center.
go!
Let's
It's going
go.
to blow your mind. It's one of the wildest conventions that we've ever seen. And yes, we own it and we are the runners, but
And Ben is gonna be shirtless there.
Ben's gonna be pantless.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky is the one
Okay.
shirtless.
All
He's gonna ride skateboard.
All
Shirtless,
the-
so you're gonna see the fluffiness.
This is ridiculous. All the full audio episodes will be in the description and with the ticket links and socials to
shut
Gabo.
up
So
already.
just want to say,
Gabo's social security card.
yeah, we'll do that
His
too.
green card.
Brown card.
Just wanna say-
it's real.
Bring your brown cards to SoCal and love you, Gabo, and thank you guys.
Love you guys. Let's
Yeah.
go. Hey!
Now shut up.
I don't know how I'm gonna split that up yet, but we'll figure it out.